Alright, and we're back with day 2 of Honkai Star Rail 3.8. Yesterday we left off, we met the Dahlia, and then we're going through this whole, we're kind of going through the whole Penacony arc again, except with some more info from other people's perspectives and whatever, something missing memories. Okay. And it turns out Dahlia is working with Go for Wood. The most trustworthy thing about you is that you're never to be trusted, darling, and that's one thing that's never changed about you. When you figured out that the divine law used to share power with me was also the shackles he placed upon me. The moment you admitted to being the Dream Master's ally, I began to suspect your true intentions. Until now, you've betrayed every single faction you've joined, without exception. Besides, after not seeing each other for so long, and now having such an overwhelming advantage over me, you'd do everything in your power to stop me, even if I had the slightest chance to escape. The openings you deliberately left during our clash weren't exactly subtle. Rather than toying with me, you were leaving gaps everywhere for me to cremate Memoria. I still haven't looked up or whatever, remember what exactly like distinguishes the cremators. Oh really? I'd love to drop that and give you a proper taste of torment, but alas, as long as the constraints on me remain, I'm not my own master. I can't do anything that would harm Go for Wood, nor can I reveal his secrets. Good thing we've always had this kind of tacit understanding, always trusting in each other's capriciousness. I wish that wasn't the case. I'd rather not draw the garden's attention because of my association with you. Yeah, so this is happening during the events of Penacony, so like there's no info about Emphorius has been is in play here. Oh, back to your old tricks again. It's an epiphany, dear. Something you'll never understand. Let's talk about what's really important here. What are you hoping to get from the Dream Master that made you willing to submit to his control? After putting on such an elaborate show, using me to regain your freedom, what kind of memories are you trying to steal from the sweet dream? Why, of course, the destructions. Stop joking around. You abandoned that path long ago. You're still as charming as ever. So, let me show you a glimpse of the past. Just this once, hmm? Weren't you really interested in the Everflame Mansion? So you were the one who erased the memories from that music box after all. That's right, I kept only this scene as a memento. I wanted to remember how I felt at that moment. And look closer, it's not just the memories. The Everflame Mansion itself has ceased to exist. Those claw marks, you've long since strayed from that path, yet you can still wield the power of the destruction? Isn't it the same now, right now? I've betrayed the Garden of Recollection, yet I can still show you the memories. If you have time, I can help you savor the memory of our first encounter. Excuse me. Go ahead and savor on your own. I want to put it behind me. The sooner the better. But can't you tell me something I don't already know? You betrayed the Everflame Mansion. Is that really supposed to be surprising? Destruction is a glorious moment. As Duke Inferno's daughter, I will see his last wishes carried out to perfection, even if my role is, as such, is only temporary. And besides, who said I betrayed him back then? I came here to fulfill Duke Inferno's last wishes. This is his command to me. Make the Knights of Penacony crumble and wither, leave naught but a tomb of remembrance. In other words, everything on Penacony related to the remembrance is my target for destruction. But this is already a world of Memoria. How could I possibly accomplish this without any help? Working with the Dream Master may be like dancing with the devil, but I have no better choice. Oh, yes. Everything tied to the remembrance includes you, of course. Grateful? You should be. My whim is the only reason you're still alive. I won't be grateful for that. You couldn't have done it anyway. Filial piety has never been one of your strong suits, so drop the act. That's exactly why I'm saying. You only think you understand me. Think about it carefully. As a Stellaron hunter, didn't I work my hardest to help Firefly get closer to the truth? As an ally of the Dream Master, I also helped monitor the dreamscape, and when a hunter infiltrated Penacony, I seized the chance to pose as her companion and trapped her in the memory zone. As for Robin, whom he chooses as his songstress, I burned away her doubts too, leaving nothing to chance. Like the destruction, betrayal is but a fleeting moment, and before it came, whether with Duke Inferno, Gopher Wood, or Firefly, I wasn't pretending. I truly, wholeheartedly became their companion. I don't really understand, but sounds like you're splitting hairs. Or something. Something like Conjuro? Being like Conjuro or something? I don't know. What about Robin? Those sparks that burned through memories, don't you think that was a bit too much? Oh my. I thought I could fully rise at the edge of the dreamscape, but I guess there's no hiding from you on your home turf. Well, you want to settle the score with me for messing with your people? Why don't we sit down and have a chat? You seem like a patient one to me. So, tell me, what exactly do you want to take from me? That funny smile off your face. Don't worry, I only went with the flow, suppressing our power a little to make it easier for you. I trust you're someone who knows how to return a favor, right? There's this thing called a script. Now that I find quite intriguing, Stellaron Hunter collaborator. Soon, Robin will understand the true purpose of those sparks and thank me for it. I can hardly wait. Even though I'm not a Stellaron Hunter, this time I might have a chance to betray destiny, too. So, stop thinking you figured me out. I don't want to miss out on any possibility life has to offer. Betrayal isn't in my nature. Greed is. Darling, are you fatally wounded or terminally ill? Unless you're on your deathbed, I don't believe you're actually being this honest. I can make an exception for you, but most people, I certainly don't want them to remember. Sometimes I resent memories, because some people don't deserve to witness my radiant bloom again in their memories. And besides, you're no better when it comes to greed. On my deathbed? I suppose that's not entirely wrong. I was hoping a little honesty could talk you into dying with me. No thank you. Too late. You're already caught up in the secret. Come on, just a few steps more. Even if I tried to turn you away, you wouldn't want to. What's going on? I don't understand. Investigate what? Where was that investigate? I see now, a piece of worm-eaten oak. You weren't just making that up. Box? Oakwood is prone to insect infestations, nothing surprising about that. It's him. Whomst? Aventurine? What's Aventurine here? Just look at this place. Shouldn't be this lively here. Ladies, which one of us would say is the uninvited guest? Mr. Aventurine, what are you doing here? The game's over, and I scored a big win. Is this after he got not really killed by Acheron? Oh, what did you get out of it? The Niobe Emanator cut me, and I died in the most spectacular fashion. Oh, speaking of which, you must know exactly how that feels, my dear lady who loves to dance. Still better than having no invites at all, my dear helpful lady. Yeah, you two are really something special. You're quite interesting, Mr. Adventuring. However, you weren't supposed to find your way here. Unless you can give me a reason, I'll indulge you by letting you die once more. That confident, huh? You haven't hidden your weakness well, even though you're one of the 10 stone hearts. Right now, you'll be easy enough to handle. I wouldn't be so sure. Since you know who I am, you should know better than to gamble. Consider this morning a welcome gift from a friend. As long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare see the hand through to the end. What's he referring to here? Too bad you've used all your luck for today. I've always found losing more interesting than winning. What's the harm in giving it a try? Hold up, no need to rush into making any enemies. Mr. Adventuring, congratulations on uncovering the truth behind death, but from what I know, you should be at Dreamflux Reef instead. After taking a solid hit from the Emanator's blade, I never got the chance to enjoy a good nap. Thus I sank into the chaotic memory zone, then my desire led me here. As I thought, you two haven't noticed. The answer was right under your nose this whole time. You can traverse through Memoria without relying on roads, which is exactly why you missed it. Ladies, you didn't think the IPC would enter Penacony unprepared, did you? Backed by a most attractive package, I quietly assembled a team to research the memory zone, and I only asked for one thing in return: how to escape alive if I accidentally got lost in Penacony's Memoria. To be honest, they didn't contribute a thing, but they did help me discover a certain legacy. Watchmakers? Rosalina Jane Estella. The former undertaking once belonged to this nameless. I vaguely recognize the name Rosalina. Was the full name shown? I mean, like, there's that light cone with, like, a bunch of the people from Penacony. Pretty sure Rosalina was one of them, but was her full name revealed back then? She once boarded the Astral Express as an outstanding surveyor. Years ago, in pursuit of the primordial dreamscape's secrets, she ventured alone into the memory zone and was never seen again. Everyone believed she had perished, taking the mysteries of the dreamscape to her grave, but that wasn't the truth. Before departing from this world, she single-handedly forged the pathway of Memoria. Mr. Adventuring, do you even realize what you're saying? Look, I didn't believe it at first either, but the Nameless, as it happens, had quite a unique background that led her to devise a brilliant solution. Using the technology from the Zarina Erd system, she gave her life to the memory zone, giving Penacony's dreamscape a unique signature. When dream chasers wander into the memory zone, they'll drift towards places that can fulfill their desires. Those who yearn for freedom will witness the form of the primordial dreamscape. Those consumed by obsession might encounter certain special dream bubbles. And those who are lost and directionless will return to the 12 hours, seeking their path within their own past. The family discovered this trait and cleverly utilized it, allowing guests to be sent to different hours upon their first dream entry. In other words, this Nameless is the true founder of the Planet of Festivities. As for me, maybe I ran into a good doctor. From the look of this place, he's the only one who let me blunder my way in. The impossible in dreams is not death, but dormancy. Do stay alive. I wish you the best of luck. I don't know what this means, or I forgot what this means. Looks like I'm pretty lucky. I can't wait to see what I'll discover here. It would seem luck still favors you, Mr. Adventuring. Fate is truly fascinating yet cruel. Remember Miss Robin's question? If the Dream Master was after the propagation, why did he have to harm the Glumoth Knight? Years ago, he had already completed his plan, waiting for Glumoth Knight to enter the dream. Unfortunately, with the sudden fall of the Empire, his hopes seemed to have been dashed. Yet just as the Trumney Festival was about to begin, a descendant of the Glumoth Knights appeared uninvited, and everything began to turn once again. The Dream Master was never afraid of Firefly investigating the propagation. That was exactly the truth he wanted her to see. Wait, is that why you trapped her in the memory zone? Correct. This place is where the Dream Master wanted her to be, and he wanted her to think she'd figured something out, only to make the wrong decision at the most critical moment. So what exactly is the Dream Master plotting? Can't say. It doesn't matter anymore. We've missed our chance to stop him. Even if we catch him in person, thought his physical body is gone. From the very beginning, he never existed anywhere at all. When he attempted to merge with the dreamscape, he transformed himself into 4 primordial divine laws. 11:15. The gods bestowed upon... Get the frick out of here. Dumb, stupid bot. No one likes you. Frick off. 11:15. The gods bestowed upon us heavenly fire, and with it divine tribulations. Let them go, for we are all mortals born to love and suffer. The first law, as his parting gift, he bestowed upon Robin, guiding her onto the harmony. 11:30. Repent and return to righteousness. Though you soar like an eagle and make your nest among the stars, I will bring you down from there. Oh, shoot. I don't remember what the previous one said. Ooh, I am not totally in it today, unfortunately. The second law is the power he bestowed upon me as his collaborator. At the same time, it serves as a constraint to ensure I won't act recklessly. And the third law... 11:45. Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever? I haven't seen it myself either. According to him, it was an all-out attack, like a torrent of fire pouring down from above. And the last one? Nobody knows. After claiming to be ill and withdrawing from public view, even though the constraint remained in place, he never contacted anyone again. Not even me, his collaborator. It's just my theory, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. By then he had finally completed the last law and used it to eliminate the one weakness that exists in any plan, the mastermind himself. The moment the plan was set in motion, Gopher would die a martyr's death for the just cause he believed in. And the storm disaster shall reappear again in the sweet dream. Huh? Oh dear. The moment has finally come. Resentful from being deceived, confused by conflicting memories, your expression right now is so similar to what I had imagined. Whose side are you really on? Her own. Every side. I'll try to fulfill Duke Inferno's last wishes, advance Gopherwood's plans, and yes, indeed, I've helped the Stellaron hunters uncover the truth. Don't be too mad. I wasn't a Stellaron hunter back then, but wasn't everything that happened in Penacony the perfect opportunity to join? What did you do to Firefly? Though it wasn't my original intention, I wanted to help her, to keep her from getting caught in Gopherwood's schemes when facing such a detestable fate. Alas, I couldn't make it happen. The path your predecessor Rosalina left in the memorial pushed Firefly towards a new lease on life. Indeed, how could a nameless who walks the path of trailblaze leave behind a legacy built on evading destiny? Sorry, I don't have as much energy as I would have hoped. Shoot. What's the deal with the Dream Master? As you can see, he became a martyr, leaving all his power in 12 hours, like a self-turning hand of time, driving his plans forward. The Order is truly a harsh path. Anna, Gopherwood, and Sunday, the one you know even better, they'll choose to sacrifice themselves for it. But then something interesting happened. You turned out to be that variable. As Aventurine said, Rosalina's legacy would send dreamers to where they truly yearn to be. For Firefly, that place turned out to be your side. She revealed her true self to you, reuniting with you as a Stellaron hunter. Then, guided by a history fictionologist, you witnessed the life of the Dream Watcher Mikhail. It was truly a life worth remembering, worth giving everything for. I would have loved to raise a glass of hello and goodbye to him, just like the one who saw things through to the end, Mr. Gallagher. What a shame I can't do it properly here. Sunday also came, feigning cooperation to reveal to you the truth about Penacony. The foundation of the sweet dream hidden behind the Grand Theater's curtain was actually a Stellaron, and the true mastermind behind everything was none other than the Dream Master Gopher Wood. But you know now his words weren't entirely true. What followed was one of the few beautiful moments that Firefly has held on to this day. In order to win tickets to the Grand Theater, you and Firefly participated in a moment of scorched sand auditions. Your cooperation was so perfect, like you were companions who'd long shared the same rhythm. Oh yeah, I saw apparently like after it, when I was watching some clips that when you reach Argenti, if you just explain the situation to him, he just lets you pass. He doesn't even try to fight you. Argenti is funny. See, even though you've forgotten everything before, some traces remain etched in this moment, becoming part of your instincts. Until, following the script, Firefly sent you all to the final stage before departing on her own. In those beautiful moments before that, she experienced the joy of living, yet she still had to face the terror of death. However, you may have noticed that during this period there was a small gap. She and you weren't together the whole time. You returned to a child's dream through a dream bubble left by Mikhail and witnessed his legacy. However, Firefly was not a trailblazer, so she couldn't enter it. While waiting alone, you met her true collaborator, and thus learned that there is more than one legacy in Penacony, and more than one watchmaker. Huh? Am I forgetting things, or is it just that I never really understood it? It might be both. Dreamflux Reef. Mikhail's will hence flows into tomorrow. Did they enter that dream bubble? That's right. Unfortunately, you won't be able to follow them in so easily, even if you've traveled together as companions. Yeah, this is where Misha becomes the old man. I don't remember how Gallagher went out, though. That old man can be so stubborn sometimes. He'd rather have the nameless be the ones to witness his legacy. No, I think it's quite romantic. The legacy left in the past will give them the courage to continue walking towards the future. Even if I can't walk alongside them, I'm content in knowing this. You're quite like the nameless. Awkward but admirably so. Maybe we can't walk the same path, but... Passphrase, responded at once. Why does life slumber, Sparkle Doll, bruh? Ignore that, must be some kind of meme. How did it end up here? Sorry, I want to go check that out real quick. Be right back. Oh, so you're into fluffies too? You got taste. Better not wander too far, though. He calls stuffed animals fluffies. Ow. Check the dolls. Plural. Passphrase, respond at once. Why does life slumber? So that they can wake up, or something. Because people are afraid to wake up from the dream? Perfect. Identity confirmed. Welcome, Agent Mech Tycoon. Please proceed to the next rendezvous point. Our people will be waiting for you there. Is this really necessary? Gotta stay in character. Follow the instructions, Mech Tycoon. Bruh. Wait. You have any dialogue? Oh. Hello, please submit identity verification for Agent Ultra Firepower Instant Star Traveler. Who? Mech Tycoon wasn't cool enough, so... So, Miss Sparkle went ahead and changed it! Masked Fool, you shouldn't be here. Well, someone's been kept in the dark this whole time, completely oblivious to their real buddy standing right in front of them. Buddy? Don't tell me you still haven't noticed, that Memo Keeper has already stabbed you in the back once. No way, Silverwolf never mentioned me? But she's the one who invited me to team up. The family's omnipotence in the Sweet Dream. That was my intel. Now you're all going back on your word? Oh. Your intel. With Kafka's Spirit Whisper, my cognition shouldn't be susceptible to distortion. Could things be different now that I'm in a dream? Before heading to Penacony, Silverwolf did tell me to keep an eye out for anyone asking why does life slumber, but as evidence, that's not enough. Oh, really? Then what if you were to die 3 times in a sweet dream? Aha, the script! Then why is this the first time we're comparing notes? What else could I do? As a fool, how could I ever catch up to a Memo Keeper in a dream? Every single time, just when I was about to reach you, poof, she'd vanish with you. She looks so annoyed. Who exactly is Constance? She works for the Dream Master, but she definitely has her own agendas. She secretly made a deal with me. She pointed to a nightmare in which all the Dream Master schemes would be carried out. I've been looking everywhere just for you to give you the spoiler. A nightmare? What exactly is in it? Tell you straight up? No way. I went through hell and back for this. Here's the short version. After you lived through the best of times, soar towards the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown. That's way too cryptic. I can't trust you. Please, we're working together. I'm not some lackey. Just because someone else fooled you doesn't mean you gotta pin it on me. You're back sooner than I thought. Any results? Do they not see me here? Yes, and now it's up to us to forge ahead. Sorry, I'll catch you later. But thanks, at least you brought good news. Which part? Which part was good news? The best of times. And now the Dream Master's plan begins to turn like clockwork, and so too does destiny. What does the Dream Master gain from recreating the swarm disaster? Reminds me of the good old days during the War of Gods. Oh, silly me, I almost forgot. I need to retrieve a certain lost item. Jade's Cornerstone? What? Jade doesn't have a cornerstone? Otherwise there's a lady who won't be too pleased. Sorry, but I need to get going. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. Does the land chosen by Gopher would to meet disaster, but he doesn't want the swarm to truly surge forth and devour the world. The swarm disaster will be trapped here, and so will you in your weakened state. Unless a kind Memo Keeper lends a helping hand, right? I mean, they did make a deal, or something. But I can't find a reason. So far there hasn't been a single case of one of the 10 Stonehearts being killed. It's driving me crazy with curiosity. Argenti, bro. How'd you get here? Argenti just goes where he pleases. He's like Mundo. Except he's not crazy. In the same way. He might be slightly crazy, but in a funny, harmless way. How the frick did he get here? Glory above all, my friends. In the face of the omen of evil, we must stand united more than ever. Allow me to prove our resolve with my spear and pierce through this darkness. Whose back was this? Pardon my late introduction. I am Argenti of the Knights of Beauty, traversing the cosmos to eradicate all that is unsightly in this world. Including the swarm. I mean, he just showed up on our train and started killing the swarm. In the name of beauty, the one and only has brought me to this place. Perhaps it is destiny's guidance that led me here. In this dreamscape tainted by the propagation, I shall uphold the name of beauty and clear the path for all of you. Get me out of here, yes! Ah, passing night, you found just the right person. I'm IPC Envoy trapped here. Lend me your aid, for Julia the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all. Someone's a quick learner. Nothing else to say? This is far too much a coincidence. What else is there to say? Would this Sir Knight even listen to us to try to reason with him? That's the fascinating thing about Destiny. Some people are just born lucky. Let them be. We should get moving now. Where are we going? To find your dance partner, darling. And by an unexpected turn of events, Dream Master's plan is about to come to fruition, and to deal with him, we'll need an emanator to step in. Which dance partners? Akron? I mean, that's who she's referring to right now, but you've got multiple dance partners, lady. You've got at least 2. Not long after, in the moment of scorched sand, at the end of the sermon. Is this when Akron, like, cut the TV? Since the wait, was her cutting that the TV, was that like during the fight with Aventurine? Because there was that other scene where she was like, or Gopherwood was kind of controlling a bunch of people and trying to intimidate her or kick her out. Since the future of the Stellaron, Panaconi, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. Does that mean he wants us to fight during the Harmony Festival? I'm afraid so. Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Panaconi and fulfilling the long-cherished wishes of Mikhail and our other predecessors. After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown. It's all over now. So that's how it is. Well then, time for me to depart. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Panaconi's future, fighting on the stage alone is not enough. What do you mean? Are you not coming with us? I believe Firefly is trying to say she's heading off to another battle. Before I left, Destiny's slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of those lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams. 3 times? This can't be serious, right? First time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed when that page is turned. But the death granted to me by the planet of festivities was merciful enough. For my first death, I chose how it would come and what it would change. For the next 2, I want to try my best to achieve the same outcome. Have you made up your mind, Firefly? Yes, otherwise I wouldn't be here. Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again in reality. How many other people know that she's, like, stuck in her capsule? Yeah, farewell everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. And then there's that cutscene where... Is this the same cutscene? Actually, I can't remember. It looks like it, I think. After you've lived through the best of times, soar upward, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown. Oak Dream, the place of birth, the place of death. Is this the place where the Dream Master executes all his schemes? Or perhaps it's the place where he'll find redemption. You know, I was kind of thinking of it last time, but he actually does, like, bear a lot of similarities to Sunday. He's got that weird halo thing, obviously, and he's even got, like, the Halovian wings. Is he Halovian? I don't know. Dream Master? Nah. Just one of his divine laws. I think I'll let my guard down. I know your true nature. Whatever your goal is, I will stop you. No need to be so tense, Miss Firefly. I am but a thought formed from memory. Feel free to strike me if you wish to verify this. But his actions aren't baseless. There's a reason for my presence here. Please continue. Thank you for your openness. I'm equally unaware of the Dream Master's malicious plans, but he's been waiting for your arrival. That Gulmoth Knight he killed with his own hands. Through me, he hopes to restore justice for her, and you, her friend, are meant to witness it. Justice? Indeed, I'm quite familiar with this place and can guide you. This has its own significance for you too. Witnessing his confession is tantamount to unveiling his crimes. I don't need your guidance to get this done. Well, you need someone to decipher the truth. Force alone won't solve anything. It's not like you to stop. It's not like you'll stop here if I refuse. Lead the way, but I'll be keeping my eye on you. What is this place? Oak Manor, once a Dewlight Pavilion. Before becoming the Dream Master, he used to hold family councils here, but it's been abandoned for years now, sinking into the primordial memory zone. Is that? I'm afraid it's pain. Is this that scene from the trailer where one of the TVs was showing that it was showing Nanook? It's not quite the same. Did Oak Manor always have decor like this? After taking over the Sweet Dream, he never turned away any sincere dream seekers, even if they were shady characters. Walking along the Harmony, he firmly believed that even villains could be transformed by Zype's benevolence, to show mercy, act with justice, and walk with humility. It seems his wishes didn't come true. Indeed, those villains never learned their lesson. They even conspired with one another, foolishly attempting to establish their own family lineage. Such arrogance. They went as far as sending a messenger across the vast cosmos to seek permission from the main family. In the end, they only brought shame upon themselves. And then there was a revolt. Fortunately, his heart was already aligned with the Oak family, allowing him to survive by sheer luck, though he could never leave the Sweet Dream again. Soon after, the manor was decorated this way. Was he trying to warn himself? Voices, and the name. If your beliefs lead you down a path of plight, why stubbornly cling to them? That's exactly what I'm getting at. At least now I can understand his feelings. Bro, I'm so confused. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I'm so lost. And I think I've come to understand why I exist here. At that moment, Gilverwood stood at a crossroads, pondering whether the Harmony was still the right path, but my fragmented memories have not yet revealed where this would ultimately end. Since he was about to commit a great evil, perhaps the Dream Master who left behind these laws is hoping I would choose a different path. But it's too late to change anything now. Not necessarily. We might as well keep moving forward. Good intentions are always the final creation of evil deeds. For they know they must be stopped, and his past choices will reveal his schemes to us. In your opinion, which path would the Dream Master choose? Probably the path of force, but Miss Firefly, feel free to do as you please. I have no other thoughts today. That one's the path of force, this one is something else. Deceit is the only way. Oops. Press on even without a path to keep hope alive in people's hearts, never reveal the inevitable death. You must use force. Cast stones at the guilty if the wicked cannot suffer disgrace. How shall righteousness be shown? I don't know. Oh. Oh. Oh, just getting on the stairs caused that pathway to break. Nah. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll have to see how the if the map disappeared. I'll have to look up, yeah. The road not taken can never be retraced. Even in dreams, this truth remains. It is here. In the end, all paths lead to the same destination. Human will, it seems, truly has very little impact. Is this? Nanook! I've brought you destruction. Maybe he is actually hello. Oh. The manifestation of Nanook and the fall of the Eternal Centurion. Such news has shaken the universe, and I've long since known about it. So why would a messenger of the main family take the trouble to visit this frontier? Just so you know, I'm here to deliver punishment, and you're the guilty one. I barely escaped death, and I still can't reveal my true form. Tell me, why have I been branded a criminal upon returning to this place? You've already confessed to your crimes. Hmm? The family doesn't tolerate incompetence, even from a branch leader on the frontier. Not only did this one fail to quell the situation, he was even murdered. If it weren't for Nanook's manifestations, the Eternal Centurion would have descended upon Penacony to eliminate these villains. But you survived by sheer luck, and I set out for this very reason. You must settle this matter yourself and reclaim your lost respect, not for yourself, but for the family. To survive, but without the power to do anything. Therefore, your crime shall be punished with a blessing. I shall bestow upon you another crime. Its evil reaches even the heavens, and once known, the name Gopher Wood will lose all meaning. You will be alive in body, but dead in spirit. I know my sins. Please bestow your punishment. Here and now? That's not possible. Before I lead you to that honeyed fountain, I shall tune you so that you can no longer speak out. People believe it to be a creation of destruction, for it always arrives coupled with calamity. Wait, what? What's she referring to? What? I shall clear the shadows before your eyes so that you may once again behold that almighty force that giveth and taketh and worship the mercy bestowed by the triple face. But he's a follower of the Order, not Zype. The harmonic cancer, the Stellaron... Oh, the eyes are open. The Stellaron is a creation of Zype? What? That's what she's referring to here? People believe the Stellaron to be the creation of destruction. That's what she's referring to here. Bro, what? That doesn't make any sense, though. Why is the Stellaron a creation of the Harmony? Huh? What? Okay, but like, so the destruction is still set up to be like the main overall big bad in the end. And like, but Stellarons are these huge plot points, but the Stellarons aren't from the destruction, they're from the Harmony, so like, what's going on here? Are we going to have like another war between eons, like how when Tazaronth was alive, a bunch of the eons teamed up to take it down? Huh. Wait, yeah, that's crazy. The Stellaron is from the Harmony. Unless I'm missing something, this is how I'm understanding it here. It seems pretty clear to me right there. Did the Dream Master already know back then that the Stellaron was actually creation of the Path of Harmony? Yeah, that's... if that was enough, yeah, that's straight up. Was he forced to manipulate the Stellaron under the family's orders? Okay, but that's not... It's clearly not common knowledge that the Stellaron is from Harmony, not the destruction. I'd like to defend him, but calling it forced would be self-deception. He claimed he was powerless, not that Zype taught us we shouldn't do this. Whatever the family's true face may be, right now Gopherwood is no longer a follower of the Harmony. What if you were the one standing there? Perhaps I too would betray the Harmony, but in any case, that would only mean I found the family unworthy of obedience. It doesn't justify the Dream Master's heinous acts. Miss Firefly, have you ever pondered over destiny? I often wonder, if we could face our past decisions again, would we really make different choices? The Stellaron is the harmonic cancer. What can I do with it? Yeah, it's even got the owl stuff. This is that's the scene from that trailer. It's even got the owl drawers. I'd like to ignore you for now. It's in that puppet's hand, Lady Firefly. Got it. Okay. Mikhail's wheelchair? Rest in peace now, old friend. Mikhail, was it you who killed him? Is that what you think of the Dream Master? Someone so unforgivably evil? He was once the Dream Master's closest friend, but they ultimately parted ways due to their differences over the Sweet Dream. Mikhail once gave the Dream Master a wristwatch, and even though it's broken now, he still treasures it to this day. I came for a confession, old friend. I wonder, what did death feel like to you? Dude, he's still young. Well, Mikhail's old. Holovians have longer lifespans? Is he actually Holovian? I don't know. I died once, yet returned to the mortal realm. If you were as fortunate as I was, would we still walk different paths? In my eyes, you can still hold on to hope precisely because you've never faced inevitable death. Would you blame me for this? Would you, Mikhail? I tried to unveil Zype's third face, but I was wrong. It wasn't the propagation, yet destiny was so merciful, making me realize the propagation was able to continuously evoke people's prayers for the Order through the fear brought by the Swarm. When the Swarm disaster ravaged the universe, that was also when the Order reached its unprecedented peak. It was able to continuously evoke people's prayers. Okay, yeah, so people, all the chaos and whatever brought by the propagation caused everyone to pray for the Order to help, I guess. But after that, the Great One deliberately ignited... Huh? After that, the Great Enna, the Order, deliberately ignited a war among gods, leading to their own downfall. They would rather fall than let the Order ascend upon a staircase of falsehoods. Wait, what would the staircase of falsehoods be, though? What? That the Order can contain the Swarm or something? What? They were wrong too. The Great One wished to restore justice to the mortal world, but what people prayed for wasn't justice, it was freedom from fear. I mean, if people don't have free will, if people can't think for themselves at all, then they don't have fear. It's freedom from fear is more open to. Well, actually, I was gonna say it's more open to interpretation than justice, but that's not entirely true. I guess justice is also. Well, is that a quote or something? Justice is written by the victors or something. Something like that. I don't know. Will you forgive me, will you, Mikhail? But Anna was assimilated by Zaib. I shall commit an act of transgression, mending the errors of the gods. I will restore the missing hand to the celestial clock and show mankind death. I know my sins, they are ever before me, but I shall never repent. Using the propagation to lay the foundation for an eternal paradise. So what he meant was, yeah, this is what Sunday was working towards. Recreate the storm disaster using fear to force people to pray for the Order's return? Perhaps that's why your friend was killed. The Dream Master wanted to find out how the Glamoth Iron Cavalry obtained the propagation's power. That's not a power that can be easily controlled. We need to pick up the pace. Paradise have I wrought, yet men discern it not. In the fairest place they seek for sorrow, for they deem none worthy of felicity. Should the storm disaster recur, the Order will surely return. Oops. I zoned out again, because I'm, unfortunately, kind of tired. My bad. Sorry. Oh, I finally get to do another one of these perspective ones. Past this point lies this grand hall at the end of Oak Manor. And before us lies his final decision, where to go after turning away from the Harmony. Since he wants you to choose again, which side will you take? Go ahead with whichever path you think is right. I'll take the other one. Don't worry, I can't change anything. Even if I have a sudden awakening, it would only give the Dream Master peace of mind. He deserves absolute punishment and must be brought to heel. So you made a choice after all. I will stop him. I hope everything goes well. This is a goodbye then. Let the propagation rain down heavenly fire once more, heralding the mournful cry of death. Well then, our paths diverge here. You go towards life and I towards death. Which path is better? Only the gods know. I'm gonna try to avoid them. I don't feel like fighting them right here. So many. Could Go Forward's plan already be in motion? No. Impossible. Oh shoot, was I supposed to take this one, or did I, or that was a choice again, to go to the other one, frick. This place already looks, we need to hurry. This place is looking like that place Black Swan and Dahlia ended up. Shoot. Ah, I missed the text. With this, I shall recreate the swarm disaster and welcome the arrival of the Great One. Oh. This is also in the trailer. No doubt about it, this is the place. Oh, is this where we see the corrupted Sam? My apologies for keeping you waiting, Lady Firefly. Ah, it's you. Seems the other path leads here too. What is this? It's a terror that humanity dares not recall. The swarm disaster's chrysalis of extinction. Huh? The Dream Master's devastating strike, like a torrent of fire, lies hidden beyond the stained glass, waiting to shatter and unleash the swarm disaster once again. How did the Dream Master become this powerful? We need to stop him. Or maybe stop me. Eh? As expected. I shall end this matter on his behalf. This thought, together with the power beyond the window, completes a single true divine law. I'm so confused, I'm sorry. Divine law? Everything you saw along the way, none of that was meant for you. It was meant for me, so that I could bring you justice. Huh? I don't see any justice in any of this. Lady Firefly, I assume you've pondered over destiny too. I don't think it can be used as an excuse for anything. Even if the ending is predetermined, we can still decide how we get there. That's just self-deception. You've never been able to change the course of events. When we stand at the crossroads of choice, no matter how many times we start over, we'll always make the same decision. By that moment in time, we've already been shaped by our past, believing that choice to be the only correct path. All the past you've left behind has already determined your future. Your friend tried to escape destiny only to meet the same end, and now here you are, no different. But the person you met today is someone who has rewritten their destiny. Well then, I'll offer you my sympathy, Hunter. As far as I know, there's only one way to rewrite destiny. Give up your true desires and stop walking your own path. In doing so, your destiny will indeed change, and you may even sway the course of the world. But from that moment on, you'll have killed yourself, alive in body, but dead in spirit. This is the price we're willing to pay to defy destiny. Not everyone chooses to surrender with their hands up. Everyone has the power to see the world as it is and to bear that weight, and this is the true meaning of sacrifice. I admire your resolve. Since you don't mind sacrifice, that's enough talk. Stand down, Hunter. You can't stop that strike. Huh? I won't let you get away with this. Oh, really? How did the Harmony succeed in spreading its cancer across the universe, then? Dahlia's here. Although she wasn't my true companion, that cremator left me with a spark of her flame. I never trusted you. During our journey together, I planted it on you, and now I'll let it reignite. I can burn away a thread of thought with ease. Impressive. But do you really think you could get ahead of me? If I can't, I still won't run away. If that strike is inevitable, I'll be the only one who dies in this nightmare. Your courage shines like pure gold. Even so, 11:45. Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow. Oh, I'm grinding out Withering Waves. I just finished 2.7. It's like, okay, that's Paradise falling into this world. Okay, sure, descending. Yeah. I need to finish up 2.8. I need to grind out 2.8 and whatever tonight so I can do the events, because I've really been putting it off, but the events have a lot of stuff. So Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever? Come forth and present yourself, last heir of the Empire. I permit you to unveil the true face of order. I permit you, with mortal hands, to bring forth the Great One. Oh. It's that scene from the trailer. Is she struggling to live the most and death comes for her first or something? I don't know. Not long ago, 3 system hours until Charmony Festival, Penacony Grand Theater. Your last confession took me by surprise. Mr. Gopherwood. No, the final divine law. I suspect there was never any chrysalis of extinction. Nice. What is that anyway? I suspect there was... Oh, okay, it's just his lights. Never any chrysalis of extinction from the storm disaster to begin with, was there? What exists in Oak Manor is nothing but a disguise. The only thing hidden within is a Stellaron. True, I never unravel the secrets of the propagation. Now split into 4 parts, a single strike of mine cannot harm that hunter. But if a pathstrider of the same origin as the swarm were to be deceived by tuning, mistaken what lies before them as certain death, if they were to make a wish to live before the Stellaron, the outcome would twist into a catastrophe that brings death, the storm disaster. Talking about Firefly, mistaken. It's Firefly, so it needs Firefly to make a wish to live, or something. Her life shall beget death, and that death shall beget life unto this world. But why are you so certain that nothing will go wrong? I've already glimpsed the secrets of the Stellaron, and I have no need for certainty here. Even if she never entered the game, that strike would still fall at the appointed time, causing the Stellaron to shatter. Doesn't destroying a Stellaron cause things to blow up? Like, literally blow up? Isn't that what Lygus did to try and get rid of Demiurge? The dreamers will learn that the power to destroy their own lives comes from the harmony, but that is ultimately the worst option. You should know I won't agree with this. Too late, child. The hands of time have struck midnight. Look up at the stars. Do you know why they are so cruel? They shine without a care for us. When we look, they're not actually looking back. That reason shall be the final divine law, and with this, we entrust everything into your hands. 0 o'clock. I don't know, 00. Because the stars belong to everyone, they have never belonged to anyone. If you love everyone, then you love no one. Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times. The opening's near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony and reveal your karma. Hello, Zunless Zero Q2Q. My bro, how's your day? I'm doing alright. Thank you for asking. Thank you for joining the stream. How are you doing? I'm just getting along with day 2 of streaming Honkai Star Rail 3.8. I shall walk the path of the order to its end, as you wish, but I can no longer accept your divine laws. If I become the only star in the sky, even if it belonged to no one, there would still be no cruelty. This is, I mean, he did have a noble goal, I guess. You just woke up? Oh, it is, I'm on Pacific time, so it is 9:20 for me, 9:20 p.m. The stars are cruel, only because they have never shared their heat with the masses, burning fiercely only for themselves. Well, there can't be two suns in the sky. Yes, there can. Ever heard of a binary system? I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary. Ever heard of a trinary system? Are there... Actually, do those actually exist? They do. Apparently, there are systems with up to 4 stars. Interesting. Okay. And Forest and Penacony, which one is better? That's kind of a difficult question. I mean, when it comes to story, and I'm very open about this. I'm not great at narrating story, but like it's a kind of a hard comparison just because they're so, like, how do I put it? Penacony's main story kind of went with the usual way that Hoyoverse has done things up to that, at least with Genshin, right, where the main story is like the first 3 patches, were from X.0 to X.2, and then the rest of that is sort of everything before the next region is sort of just a bit more lore, or then maybe tying into something else but still on that system. Meanwhile, the entirety of Amphorius, save for 3.8, is directly about Amphorius and the stuff. I mean, like, I think, like, I like them both, but Penacony after the main story kinda dropped off, I guess. Although, yeah, I don't remember much of what happened after 2.2, after that climactic battle with Asunde. There's that whole banana thing in 2.8. That one was kind of weird, and it was like, sure, whatever. Amphorius as a whole, it's like it was basically non-stop stuff, and it's more recent, so I remember a little bit better, but the hype moments were in my opinion, like, more, I guess, like, they had a bigger impact on me. You mean when they fight bananas or something? Yeah, the whole thing with Rappa in 2.8, that patch, or that bit of story, felt just like I can't, how do I put it? It wasn't as enjoyable, but I can't quite describe why. Maybe it was kind of drawn out or something. I don't know. I mean, we got important lore. Granted, we get, like, usually there's important lore somewhere in all the patches, but we learned about another Genius Society member, Dr. Primitive, and Dr. Primitive shows up, kind of. Dr. Primitive joins the voice call in Amphorius. But I don't know. 2.8 was a bit of a weird one. Anything between 2.3 and 2.7, I don't really remember what happens. Actually, I didn't accept it one Sunday. Entered the Astral Express. I mean, he's a criminal. I mean, yeah. Like he got put in he got put in jail, and then he made some deal with Jade, and Jade broke him out or something, and he took on her disguise, and then Welt was like, okay, now I'm kind of remembering what happened, but I don't remember which patch this was in. Welt was like, hold up, buddy, I know who you are, you better answer me. But I mean, like, yeah, he didn't serve his time, right? But like that's because he made a deal with Jade to break him out. And the whole thing, I mean, like, he seemed repentant. He hasn't shown us like any sort of character or any sort of actions to indicate that he's not sincere about repentance, I guess, for what he tried to pull on Penacony. But I do wish he had a bigger role in Amphorius. I mean, he went with Welt to go get help from Thirda. He tried to pull us out when Evernight was being all like hyper protective or something. And then what'd he do? And that was basically it, I think, that I can remember. I don't know. I mean, like, I think people can change, right? And if they change their outlook and whatever, turn over a new leaf, I think people can do that, and they should be encouraged to do that, and like if they want, they should be encouraged to be a better person or something. But I can definitely see people being like being put off about like, oh, he was in jail for like a week, bro. And now we have to wait 2 months for the next planet. 7 weeks by now, right? Not quite 8 weeks, because yeah, not quite 8 weeks anymore. But yeah, I mean, that is almost certainly because of real world geopolitical tensions, right? Yeah, was it Benzai Tengoku, very Japan inspired, and you know the name, but then I don't remember quite exactly what happened, but something about Japanese officials making pro-Taiwan comments, which is like, yes, go Taiwan, like actually, unironically, Taiwan is its own country. China can kind of lay off of that. That is gonna get me banned. I would be very sad if that did. But I'm a nobody. It's fine, right? They won't notice, right? Yeah. I mean, is what it is. Although I think Plain Arcadia is kind of a stupid name. Benzai Tengoku is definitely a better name. I don't know what it means, or like if it has a literal translation. I don't know what that literal translation is, but Plain Arcadia is like... What kind of name is that, bro? I just hope that in the process of like scrubbing the Japanese inspirations and whatever, that it doesn't actually affect the quality of the story, which again, I'm terrible at analyzing it, but you know, I still like to go through it, and like there are still ways to make a story, I guess, that I enjoy or don't enjoy. So I hope it doesn't really affect that, and yeah, I just hope it doesn't really affect the quality too much, just like overall. Moreover, how could I allow other stars to shine during the day? We're feeling a little selfish, are we? Paradise shall soon be created, not at midnight, but at noon. I shall initiate the first and only divine law of the great Septimus. I think maybe it's just changing the name of the planet in the Japanese background. I think that's what it is too, mostly, but I mean, I think it depends on how the story was written, right? I don't think that, I guess, like, the quality of story will be affected too much, but yeah, you never know. Hopefully it doesn't. 12 o'clock. I shall descend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated. Fading last words. Who's this one now? It's the same voice as the divine laws or whatever. There's also a clock going on. Clock ticking. Very well, child. Do what you must. Perhaps I was never... Oh, this is go for wood, right? Perhaps I was never without choice, merely too entangled with the fear of losing, never knowing what was possible if I chose to act. I should become a watchmaker too. The harmony I seek has but one note repeating endlessly, never falling out of tune. Life too has its time. We did it. He faded first, causing that power to lose control. Oh, okay, but now what? We're gonna see the scenes from the trailer. Speaking of which, it's kind of funny to me how, like, every scene in that Nameless Faces trailer for Emporius, none of that was shown. We didn't get to see Stell or just Trailblazer in general do that cool pen swipe and have the world explode around them while Cyrene comes from behind us or something like that. I don't know. Also, Flame Reaver was like massive in that trailer. He's literally twice the size of Finan. Those aren't mountains, they're waves. Oh, is that? Fate closed its premonitions and arrived in due time. What was that noise? The chrysalis? How did you... it was the chrysalis, it's the corrupted Sam. Oh, this is not good. Death comes for us all eventually. I'm starting to hate how powerless I am. I wish that I had some way to comfort you right at this moment. Don't worry, that was all in the past. The swarm disaster. It was confined within the dream. Even a Stellaron could not truly revive the swarm disaster. The Dream Master's actions could only evoke fear in those already dreaming. Yet this swarm was frighteningly real when you consider the next steps of his plan. And his dream had enveloped the entire star system, which meant the swarm disaster would gradually become indistinguishable from reality. Swarm disaster, yes. I wonder if we're gonna get a... I don't quite understand, like, where this is going, where this is leading up to, though. What is the purpose in bringing up the swarm disaster here? I guess, like, what questions about the swarm disaster does this solve? And what is the purpose of continuing the swarm disaster plotline? You know, some of what I just asked here might at least be partially answered if I had actually finished Swarm Disaster. I did most of it, but the lore that I did read, did I actually read the lore when I'm on doing it? No, I'm not a huge lore reader because unfortunately I don't have the attention span for that. Although I did do most of the gameplay. I didn't do much of the ones that came after. Firefly background, of course. I mean, sure, but I'm trying to think, what questions were left unanswered involving her background with the storm disaster that were that are important enough to bring up here and warrant a whole patch for it. Because, like, prior to this, we got the Embers of Glamoth cinematic, right? Basically, she's fighting with a bunch of other Sams, and there's that whole thing, and they call in the OGM 72 Diablo. No, they call in a kinetic strike, and then she goes crazy for a moment. I don't know if that's actually supposed to be real or only representative, but then that's how the Stellaron after she destroys the planet, that's how the Stellaron hunters find her. Oh, I guess maybe this will lead into the backstory of just like the other Sams, because Firefly are just like the Iron Cavalry as a whole, because Firefly is obviously not the only one, or at least wasn't. What's the point of Trailblazer? This is just some romantic BS. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm not great at analyzing plot points, narrative, storylines. I am unable to fully appreciate details and nuances. Even if I, like, enjoy a story, I can't do it deeply. All I know about the dynamic between Trailblazer and Firefly is that Trailblazer used to be in the Stellaron Hunter group, right? And then memories lost somehow, and then woke up in the space station. The propagation would awaken the most primal fears in all dreamers. Through their cries, the path of order would be sustained until the entire cosmos drowned in a singular dream. What happened to Firefly? What did the Dream Master do? She had almost reached her demise, yet she survived. Her second death hadn't come yet. It would be upon her soon. By the way, sorry, my language is not very good. It's not my main language. No, you're fine. That's perfectly fine. Like, I'm understanding you fine. I hope like I'm speaking clearly enough. But don't worry about it. What were Firefly's 3 deaths again? The first one, she got stabbed by death, something unto death. I don't remember what the second one was. I think the third one was when Firefly blew up all the firecrackers or something. What did the Dream Master do? He lured a Glamoth Iron Cavalry to face a Stellaron after years of plotting. Though everything Firefly had learned since entering the dream was true, there were only truths that the Dream Master wanted her to see. Hello incoming viewers, thank you for joining the stream. Just getting along with day 2 of Honkai Star Rails 3.8 main story. Overall, I'm kinda confused. Just very broadly speaking. And that is often regarded as the highest form of deception. The Stellaron answered Firefly's desire to keep living. In response, it recreated within the sweet dream the storm disaster and the Aeon Enna. You engaged in a decisive battle with Sunday at the Penacony Grand Theater afterward. He had, without question, become an emanator at that time after usurping the Harmonious Choir. Okay, well that confirms he... Not that it was a question that I had, but that confirms that he became an emanator, at least for a moment. Like that no bless worm or something. He doesn't have that ability anymore, but it's like he doesn't when he lost it, it's not like he just up and died like the bless worm with Aha. But you showed no fear and gave your all in your fight against him, and you emerged victorious with the help of your allies. Yet that battle, the setbacks, the victory, was just an illusion woven by Sunday, and his dream had already enveloped the entire Asdana system. It was impossible for you to beat Sunday at that time, and his dream was so terrifying that even Memo Keepers could not act freely in it. Fortunately, we sought out Akron first, and she lent us a helping hand. That allowed us allowed us to take action and try waking people one by one. Oh, wait, there was also that thing about how, like, Bullet Hill had that bullet that acted as a beacon, to call other Galaxy Rangers, but how exactly does that work? He uses the beacon inside the dream. It's in the dream. How does it work to call the Galaxy Rangers that are not in the system? I don't know. Indeed, don't forget that even within the sweet dream, there are still many people yearning, striving, and pushing forward with all their might. At that moment, you too would face a similar deathmatch. Being woken up by Black Swan was a watershed moment. What does that mean? Due to the existence of Enna's dream, your memories from that point onward can no longer be viewed from the same perspective as before. Oh, so things are... some things didn't... Okay, so some things just didn't actually happen the way it was presented to us during 2.x. It's not that they're not real enough. Things always look different when viewed from different angles. Ever thought about whether we've truly seen our authentic selves in a mirror? And from that moment forth, I would also no longer be able to help you. Your memories belong to you alone at the end of the day. Destiny only allows me to intervene this far. However, you must remember this. How your memories manifest is ultimately up to you. People can't dream of things they've never seen before. They're afraid to wake up because the sweet dream is woven from their own past, a past they still can't let go of. It's just like your actions at this very moment. Only by embracing the past can you find the strength to walk towards the future. Firefly, me, the Stellaron Hunters, this entire world, we're all waiting for you to reach that moment. Frick, either this hasn't been answered or I just missed it or I forgot. When is this conversation with the Dahlia actually taking place? Is this taking place after our whole ordeal in Emphorius, or does this actually take place after the main events of Penacony before we head off to Emphorius? I can hardly tell if this is nervousness or excitement. Isn't that technically supposed to be the same thing? Echo, you are different, unique, and worth waiting for. Let me just be Galactic Baseball, or let me just smash the bat into Nanook's face. That's all I want. Please make the crisis errors real. I want to see them outside of the book. I want to see Cyrene outside the book. I want to, you know. How long through 4.x will we have to go through in order to get that to happen? How long through the game as a whole to get Cyrene out of that loop to get something to substitute for her place? Personification of a bootstrap paradox. That's quite tragic. Go and write a prelude to memories once more. Bruh. From within the ashes of time, you must reignite destiny. Ah, my eyes. This way, darling. Heh. Ooh, give me my jades. Not pulling. I don't even know what she does. Meet up with the people who are awake. Oh, hey Acheron. Hey Black Swan. Not another one. So all this time we've been following a false memory? I mean, that's what it seems like. It seems like there was... frick, I need to look at Fate's Atlas again. But there's a point in what happened where... after that point, everything we experienced wasn't actually what really happened. But yeah, I'd have to look at the Fate's Atlas again to see where that point was. Or, hold on. it deleted the part. It at the very least deleted the part with fighting against Sunday. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm also confused. I'm often confused in Genshin story and Honkai Star Rail story. I often have to look up like videos and explanations. Like even after 3.7, it was like cool, yay, Iron Tomb defeated. I don't understand the whole thing with Cyrene. Like, I'm sad everyone is still stuck in the book. What happened to Cyrene? And then I watched an explanation video. I'm like, I'm less sad about everyone stuck in the book because there's a chance they'll be brought over. But now I'm really sad about Cyrene because, yeah, she is actually stuck in there. Now I understand why Rapid didn't rerun. She's not even real. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that hurts. Ooh. Yeah, that whole thing with the bananas and the monkeys and yeah, that never happened, I guess. Rappa not found dead in a ditch. Rappa just not found straight up 404. Wait, so who's rerunning right now? Firefly. Is Ronmei rerunning at this moment, or is it Fugue? Thank you so much, Black Swan. Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief. What happened? The deja vu strong with this scene. I understand you must be confused, and we'll do our best to shed light on the situation. However, before that, it's essential to know that this place is the rift between dream and reality, a place reserved only for those who have awakened from Enna's dream. Sunday will rerun too. Right, Sunday and Aglaya. End up third phase, a 2-week third phase. Okay, you know, I'm actually kind of curious how like E0 S1 Aglaya compares to E2 S1 Acheron. Without Huohuo. And Acheron's would be running Cypher because I don't have Jiaoqiu or Silverwolf. But yeah, regardless, like yeah, there's a I'm kind of struggling with Acheron here. At least when I run E2 S0 because I often do that so I can get a video out where I can try and emulate people having E0 S1. So I run E2 S0, but I still run with 2 other Niobe units to make it similar, functionally similar, for stack generation and her buff purposes, her multiplier, whatever, by having Niobe units. I don't know. It's a little unfortunate how much health things have now and just the straight up damage difference. I think you should wait for the new planet character. Inflation is high, bro. Petrol expensive is in your country, right? I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I'm not actually going to pull for Aglaya. I'm just curious. Because, like, E2 S1 Acheron, like, even though she struggles, when I do end up using her for, like, if I don't have, if the other characters I have, which I lack a lot of them, but if, she can still get the job done. I do have some of the newer units which can carry her in the score, so even if Acheron, like, is taking longer than 5 cycles, usually my half-casters team can go faster than 5 cycles, for example. And I did get a clear for this pure fiction that's rotating out in less than 2 weeks, which I should have done this sooner, just because, yeah. But, Castris, Evernight, Armsy, and Locha. So no Cyrene, no Hyacine. We're still able to hit 40k. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely... I'm not actually gonna pull for Aglaya. I'm gonna save for the new characters. I don't know how expensive petrol is in my country, in United States. I don't drive. I hate driving. I can drive, but I don't drive. So I don't have to worry about gas costs, at the very least. Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended to harness the power of the Stellaron, the collective will of over 100,000 Oak family members, and the desires of everyone in Penacony to usurp the harmony and restore the order. Yeah, but both need a partner. Yeah, I mean, Aglaya's best partner is like Sunday, right? And then Hua Hua is her next best. I don't know if she has like a specifically good third partner. Akron just really wants Cypher, Jiaocho, or Silverwolf, and I did pull Cypher on rerun, so there's that. Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron, that strange dreamscape where we met. Maybe it was a sign that your thoughts were beginning to drift away. All this is just a dream? Oh boy. I don't think the goal of the Order was to put everyone in a deep sleep. Quite the contrary, they used the Stellaron to catalyze the leakage of Asdana's memoria into the material world, allowing the dreamscape to blend with reality. People think they're awake, but their spirits have long since stepped into the Temple of Order. This is what makes Enna's dream so powerful. In this paradise governed by the Order, everyone indulges in their delightful dreams and lives happily ever after. I believe what you experienced in the sweet dream, except for that flaw, was real. Is she talking about Misha? How Misha showed up in the lobby? Only in this way could you reach the destination, lifting the crisis in Penacony and embarking on your next trailblazing expedition. If it wasn't for Akron's plan, we might have been trapped in this dream forever. Well, I'm not as fortunate as she is. Even if I'm a memo keeper, I was still influenced by the power of the Order and fell into hallucinations. However, thanks to your memories, now we still have a chance to turn the tide. We still have a chance, though, to make it happen. Please, Black Swan, guide us to those with a strong will. The truth of the dreamscape runs deeper. We must notify anyone willing to wake up so we can end the long night together. Alright, please come with me. Blessed are they that slumber. One lost in a dream, one lost in a dream. Thou hast answered me, yea, answered me. Thou art with us, united in paradise. We abide by thy divine divine will. Hey yo, what's Boot Hill pointing at? Is that Aventurine? And Danny? Oh, because he wants info on Osvaldo. I bet that even if I don't resist, you'd still... Hello. Blink, blink, blink. Time to get down to business, cowboy. Echo, you're okay. Says Divine. Shut the frick up, Wizengo. Thanks for dropping by. I'll have you know, I corrected myself literally 2 seconds after. It's so great to see you. What about the others? Me too. Quite the fateful encounter we have here, friend. Seems you're also a light sleeper. I'll send you some of the IPC sleep aids one of these days. Unfortunately, we need to stay awake right now rather than sleep. We're still nowhere near capable of breaking free from Enna's dream. I tuned into that. I'm gonna... Sure, okay. Let me break the bad news first. The enemy we're up against isn't just Sunday anymore, nor is it the harmonious choir that he's usurped. The Dream Master has awakened the storm disaster within the sweet dream, and cast shadows into the hearts of all dreamers through Enna's dream. The primal fear taking root in people's hearts had led them to call out to the Order for protection. Okay, so what it seems what's really happening here is, yeah, this is before our battle with Sunday, except unlike what happened in 2.2, we actually so I guess what happened in 2.2, that whole thing was actually just we were remembering what happened but remembering incorrectly, and then this is what actually happened, I think. The path of order is gradually being restored, and this has transformed Sunday into Enna. What? That's possible? The Eon of Order? Specifically, he's just one step away from becoming an Eon. Sunday got further than Ranmei ever did! Let's go! The IBC starships converged here at an opportune moment, and the power of the preservation seeped into the sweet dream to prevent him from completely ascending. However, that is only temporary. Bro, yeah, Ranmei should take notes from Sunday. Ranmei wants to become an Eon. With the IPC around the cosmos, it doesn't need a second order. But it doesn't make much of a difference for us. Sunday's true form is broken free from the dreamscape, becoming as vast as an Eon. The Asdana system is no more than a plaything in the palm of his hand. What is Penacony even about? I don't know, man. I'm confused. I couldn't tell you. I'm also kind of lost. I might enjoy the story, or at least the things that happen in it, but I'm also lost. For better or for worse, like I said, I'm not great at understanding nuances, and it's hard for me to, it's very difficult for me to sit down and actually read and try to analyze all this stuff. I'll try to analyze some stuff as it comes up, but like I won't generally go out of my way. What is Penacony even about? I'm trying to think about, like, when we went from 1.x to 2.0. Like, what was the... Because, like, the whole of Amphorius... Well, yeah, okay, why did we head to Penacony? I don't remember. We had a vote, I guess, and then just voted to Penacony. But we went to Amphorius because we were running low on fuel, and Black Swan's like, hey, you can refuel here. And then it turned out to be this grand adventure in a simulation, where it turns out we're, like, saving half of the universe. I could not tell you, like, what Penacony is for, even if I did enjoy the stuff that happened during 2.x. Indeed, forget about stopping him. We can't even manage to face him again. Like, I'm not saying there isn't a purpose. I'm just saying I can't remember it, at least not right now. There must be a way to counter him. He has got to have a weakness, right? The key still lies in Enna's dream. Fear and sweet dreams. He relies on those two lies to gather the dreamer's shared wishes. He's still just a false god who barely managed to ascend. If we can wake people up and break Enna's dream, Sunday's divinity will fall with it. But the current sweet dream is extremely complex. Miss Black Swan, could you please explain the rest of it? My memory isn't the best, after all. Time is of the essence, so I'll cut to the chase. There are 3 layers to the dreamscape trapping us. First, there's Enna's dream controlled by Sunday. It will have a beautiful illusion for every dreamer, making them flounder in it. Second, there's the primordial dreamscape, which includes Dreamflux Reef. The swarm disaster is manifesting again in the Oak dream within this layer and is continuously empowering the Order through an endless stream of fear. Third, there's the 12 hours established by the family. This layer was the first to merge with reality and is itself an enormous trap. Forget about winning, we need to cross all 3 layers of the dreamscape before we can even face Sunday again. Have we woken up from the first layer yet? Unfortunately, we're still in the first layer, which is Enna's dream. Although we've regained our sense of self, we're still dreaming. We've only managed to connect our individual dreamscapes, but have not yet escaped. To destroy it, we must make everyone in Penacony want to wake up from their dreams. How do we do that? Reality sure is a force to be reckoned with. Humans yearning for sweet illusions borders on obsessions, leading them to subconsciously resist the harsh reality. Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where Echo was completely unguarded, guiding her to uncover the truth herself to make her regain her consciousness. Me? However, to wake up everyone in Penacony and get them to share the same determination, that would be nearly impossible. But we can't just stay here and do nothing. Wait, is the Fate Stay Night quest included in Penacony? I mean, I feel like the Fate collab was actually pretty disconnected, right? It takes place after all the main events in Penacony, because we like I don't know. Huh. Let me go over to Britain and think about this or something. I don't know. I can't think of any connections. Right now I can't think of any connections it has that would like relate, or not, okay, not necessarily relate, but like any implications it has on the main story. But I guess like the Fate collab story itself was kind of just eh. We got to embarrass Scott again, so sure. I don't know though. Hello incoming viewers, thank you for joining the stream. Just getting along with Honkai Star Rail 3.8 main story. This is day 2. I'm gonna disappear for a moment so I can have some water. I reappear. This is the first step of our plan. With the assistance from the Garden of Recollection, those who possess a strong will, like you, will gradually awaken from the dream. These 3 wills are the discord that will sway Enna's dream. However, awakening a mere handful of individuals is insignificant compared to the vast number of people immersed in this dream. You must find other ways to awaken the free will of millions of people within a short period of time. Looks like the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath will be the only solution. I mean, that's what he was going to use on the bus, on the train, and that's what seemed to happen. But he didn't actually end up using it, right? I don't know. Yeah, Boot Hill was also saying like, no, don't need to do that. No need for that. Keep your once-in-a-lifetime treasure. We don't need to bother the Shenzhou Alliance for such a tiny request. You want thousands of people with unwavering free will? Huh, that's easy. Fate collab. Must have been the wind. The best things out of the Fate collab was Archer, Saber, Archer being strong, Saber being strong, and the Primogems. Not Primogems, Dollar Jades. Whatever. Brain smooth, pea-brained. I don't know. Although I've been like, for the past few days, there seems to have been a small trend about like posting some of the best and worst pulls, over time. And people are saying this, at least two of them, I think, were saying that Saber actually turned out to not age well. Saber was not actually a good pull. But it's like, for me, Saber is still... Saber is probably still my second strongest DPS. I gotta do Casters, then Saber, and then Akron, I guess. I don't know. Just leave it to us Galaxy Rangers. Okay, this goes back to my question before. How exactly do you bring in the Galaxy Rangers when you're inside the dream? You know what this is, Acheron? It's the relic I returned to you. Exactly, its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than Galaxy Ranger, and that it can only fulfill its purpose when returned to its rightful owner. Because it's a burial artifact, worthy only of a hero who has served the Galaxy Rangers with honor. When its light illuminates the universe, it means the fall of a hero and the direction it falls. Countless meteors will streak across the sky. Those meteors are Galaxy Rangers coming in from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared purpose, without questioning the cause or counting the cost, because we abide by a bottom line. What do Galaxy Rangers do? I think Boot Hill's going to answer your question right here. The shooting stars of the hunt only descend on the longest night, and with them comes the dawn. Are you gonna answer? Hold on. If he doesn't, I'll explain what I understand of it. We stayed silent for far too long. Now it's time to remind all the cowards, oppressors, and villains of the universe of our presence. I'll be the one to ignite the first spark. Okay. Yeah. They have a slogan. I can't remember it verbatim, but it's something about protect the innocent, right? That's like they're basically like a I don't know if I'd call them a vigilante force. I mean, maybe. But they're like a... They're sort of... they are kind of like a vigilante group with a moral... with a good moral code. They took down one of the Lord Ravagers. They took down Zulo. Was it Tiernan? It was either Tiernan or Mikhail that was... I'm pretty sure one of them was actually part of that. And then they left. And then they left and then went to Penacony. They were going after Dr. Primitive, who has a thing for trying to devolve civilizations. Yeah. And that thing with Dr. Primitive also ties in with Rappa's backstory. Yeah. I guess we just haven't seen much of what they do, I guess. Okay, yeah, but like, I don't understand how exactly he's gonna call in the Galaxy Rangers when he's stuck inside the dream, or something. Like, maybe he'll have to wake up from like all 3 layers and then shoot the bullet or something? I don't know. There should be enough to delay his ascension to godhood. As for the foundation of Enna's dream, it would take an immense power to shake it in an instant. I think that shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, you're an Emanator. You're fine, you're chillin'. You'd fight Zephyro, and you'd win. Probably. So you're the key in the end, I assume? Even if it is just a counterfeit god, we'll need an Emanator to step in. Perhaps it's not about being an Emanator. This is a different collective wish. I'll do everything in my power to strike down that evil god for you all. What about the other 2 Dreamscape players? There's nothing we can do about them. They're even more dangerous. Unlike our current gathering, the dissipation of Enna's dream will take time, which will draw Sunday's attention. Exactly. Once we enter the next layer of the Dreamscape, we'll be facing an Eon strength head-on, but by then we'll have played all our cards. Will anyone on the outside notice? It's too late, unless another Eon intervenes, but that would be tantamount to igniting a cosmic war among gods. The order is one of Zype's aspects, yet the harmony stands idle at this moment as Enna is being reborn. Without any further intervention, there must be some deeper reason behind this. Enna's dream is no ordinary matter. Even with Constance and me giving it our all, we could only reach the few of you here. It's impossible to find more help. But time is of the essence. We must take our fate into our own hands. In other words, those who only want to survive by playing it safe will die, while those who dare to face death head-on will live. I like that. Oh, hi. You're here in person as much as you can be in the dream. Just these few people? Oh well, that'll do. Minors are not allowed! Get out of here. Quiet down, you're just a kid yourself. What do you mean? Surely I'm older than Silverwolf. Surely I'm 18 and older. It's not just Penacony, the entire Asdana system is done for. A Stellaron hunter? She was at the edge of the Asdana system, but she still got dragged into this mess. Just finding her nearly wiped me out. What a bold investment strategy. Tell me, with such a huge risk, what kind of payoff are we talking about? Saving Firefly, perhaps? The other 2 layers of the Dreamscape will be handled by the Stellaron hunters. How? How? Black Swan just said it's like they're even more difficult. And you're here, Firefly's here, So it's gonna be Blade, it's gonna be Kafka, it's gonna be Elio, although I don't know if Elio has any combat powers. I mean, he could be the master strategist. But like, does Kafka and Blade have enough raw firepower or something? One of our associates is searching in the 12 hours for the other person chosen by the Harmony. For Robin, okay. Oh, Miss Robin. She broke free from Enna's dream through her own strength and left behind a song for those in slumber. It's true that some people are born strong and others are born weak. If the Trailblazer is a target of heroes, then the Harmony will guarantee that the strong help the weak. Only the people of Penacony themselves can be the saviors of their homeland. The path of happiness should be forged by themselves. While I may not be a nameless, I'm willing to instill courage in all those who need it. This includes my brother as well, and his dream is too cruel for him and everyone else. I see, so we're able to wake up thanks to Miss Robin's help. But the flaws rooted in human nature can't be eradicated overnight. Do you believe that those efforts alone are enough to convince everyone to choose the right path? I agree with you, Black Swan. That's why the most critical aspect of this plan is not to convince everyone to choose the right path, but to inspire them to save themselves first. They'll stir up something big to help break you free from the 12 hours. As for the primordial dreamscape, Sam is standing by, just waiting for you to break free from Enna's dream. She okay? What will she do? Now, I'll tell you, but don't panic. She will die. She will die a second time, facing everything she wants to run away from. But this is the second time. She said she'll die 3 times. But her fate will be determined by you. She will help you break through the second layer of the dreamscape, then she'll fall into Enna's dream, which hasn't fully dissipated yet. If you defeat Sunday and wake her from that dream, then her second death, too, will become nothing but an illusion. Oh, she's smirking. Is that a good thing, or is that unintentional? But if you fail, the dreamscape will ultimately merge completely with reality, and her death will become a fact. How does that, like, actually work, though? Okay, this is just some Eon BS, right? Reality warping Eon BS, sure, whatever. I guess you can kind of write this off as, like, this sort of stuff when you have this level of fantasy. It won't let her die. But that still doesn't solve the fundamental problem. What about Sunday? She could wipe all our efforts with no more than a glance the moment we cross the 3 dreamscape layers. Miss Memo Keeper, it's time for a game of recall. I once said something to you a lot back in the Oak Dream. So long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare see the hand through to the end. And now it's time to reveal that ace. Let me point out 2 mistakes. One of them is yours. Having personally been to the heartland of the Dream Master's plants, wouldn't I have already found a way to inform the IBC? The fleet's deployment was never meant for direct confrontation. It was to seed the Preservation's heart into the dream. The other mistake was Sunday's, and it was a fatal one. He should have never confiscated my cornerstone. He should have kicked me out right from the start. So it acts as a sort of seed there. That's how every gamble with me goes. The moment you sat down at my table, you've already lost. A jade-colored light still sleeps deep within the dreamscape, and it does not require the presence of its owner to unleash its powers. So what? Even the power of the 10 stone hearts can't rattle an existence already approaching eonhood. That's why I said the cosmos no longer needs a second order. The Dream Master's plan is indeed flawless. However, when faced with the terror of the storm disaster, how is calling for the preservation any different from calling for the order? The release of the Cornerstone's powers will absorb the Dreamer's desires and offer them the Preservation's promise instead, guiding them to cry out these words, all for the Amber Lord. Is this the IPC's real goal? To completely take back Penacony on a conceptual path level? What, you think I'm also trampling over others' beliefs? Sorry, but that's exactly what the IPC believes in. Don't question your own ruthlessness, all that matters is profit. Yeah. The new storm disaster will end in the same way as it ended before. The hammer strike will echo throughout Azdana, seizing the Order's powers on the level of paths to launch our counterattack, leaving Sunday powerless to interfere with your actions. But a new Amber Era will not arrive because of that. Today's hammer strike is not the wrath of an eon, but humanity's battle cry of defiance. Yeah, it would be weird if it was a new Amber Era. We got a new Amber Era at the conclusion of Belobog. And an Amber Era is like usually between, what, 75 and 240 normal years? Astral Express years, which is like our basically normal real world years. There's no way it's been at least 75 years since Belobog, so yeah. I'll hold my breath and listen for that moment. Once our plan succeeds, we can strip Sunday of his godhood, but we'll be too drained to join the battle afterward, so... I'll defeat... Am I gonna be the straight... No. Keep trailblazing forward. Take your time to prepare. Before you head out, may I have a moment alone with you, Echo? There's one more thing I need to explain it to you. Oh. It's you. I've been wanting to meet you. I'm curious. Why did you value your existence so much? Not now. This is not the time. Echo, I used to wonder about destiny, about where it's heading. But you can decide its destination at least for today. The bigger the stage, the more you need to be composed and stepping onto it. We've always been interested in the Stellar Hunters. How about we have a chat after this is all over? Nope. A chat? You're just after my bounty, aren't you? Stay in your lane. No way, I'm just after that. If you're worried about the bounty, how about I add another billion to that number? Where's everyone else? Now that our roles are assigned, let's get to our battlefields and impose a grand finale. Go, Echo, you already know what I want to say. It just occurred to me, so that yeah. Right now, Finon is having the time of his life in purgatory. This grand festival is drawing to its close. This is the starting point for the ultimate stage of our journey, just as it marked the beginning of all the stories in Penacony. Are you ready? Head to the final stage. Very well. Now, please close your eyes. The glimmer of firefly is a sigh of regret. It is because life dares a slumber that they can awaken. Ooh, Robin's point of view. Enna's dream, the eternal high noon. Am I awake? Sorry, Robin, it's just you. I do not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony we obtain order. My brother, did you still bring the Order Sweet Dream into our paradise? No, you're still trying to play the family card at this hour? Your brother doesn't exist anymore. As of now, you'd better call them Enna. Impressive, you really woke up on your own. Let me reiterate, if you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord. Oh, then I'll reiterate as well. I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Why don't you just cut to the chase? Time short, so I'll condense the report. Oh ho, that even rhymed. I'm so talented. The nosy cremator left something on you. She wanted to use it to burn down the illusions you received from the sweet dream, allowing you to wake up from Enna's dream. But it looks like you don't need it anymore. Then how were you able to reach this place? Well... the fool has thousands of faces. It's going to take a lot to create a sweet dream that can satisfy me. Both you and I can stay awake just for a little bit longer. Just a little bit? Honestly, I don't even need to find you, but I'm just so kind. I've already killed you once to give you a chance to regain your home field advantage. You're the last festival host awake in Penacony, so do you want to play a round of roulette? The wager will be the entire planet of festivities. Stay where you are. What are you trying to do by showing up in front of me? I want you to watch me blow up all of Penacony. Only then can everyone else launch a counterattack and wake up together. Think about it. Your brother's already gone beyond the heavens. You're not gonna even see him unless you open the sky. Ever heard of the trolley problem? Make your choice. Do you want everyone to go down together, or to have Penacony make a small sacrifice? Why should I trust the words of a masked fool? Don't think I'm just trolling you. My bombs are hidden all over Penacony. They took a really long time to set up, you know. Teehee. Maybe I should blow up a few to demonstrate how they look. Let me see. Which one should I choose? Stop. What's gonna happen to the dreamers once the bombs go off? They will all die. Then you'd know I'd never agree to it. Well, it's time to make a sacrifice. Reality won't be giving you any choices. Or do you want to replay the old joke about the Harmony treating everyone the same? Life is never a joke, fool. There's no such thing as a lesser evil in this world. Evil, just like morality, cannot be measured nor can it be compared. Isn't that still the Harmony's same old song and dance? That suits me just fine. Didn't I already say this is a round of roulette and not an ammunition showcase? Get ready to sing and be like a bird. If you can make Zype hear you, then they definitely won't allow me to blow everyone to pieces, right? Well, you choose now. You can either watch as I blow the entire place up, or you can try to save their lives. Maybe this will be your last ever performance. I want to slap the crap out of her. Last ever performance. Siobhan, hi. Feeling nervous? I know the feeling. You should feel nervous when going up on such a big stage for the first time. This was our first time? I'm okay, I just remembered something, that's all. Miss Siobhan, why do you think birds fly? Why are you asking that all of a sudden? Playable Siobhan 1? Even as a 4-star, can we like actually get some more 4-stars, please? That was my response as well the first time I heard that question. It's what my brother asked me before I left Penacony. I kept finding myself thinking about it. I don't know, I fly when it's time to fly, and I stop when I don't want to fly anymore. There's no reason. Seems like your answer is really similar to mine. You've also asked me, why do I sing? I think I can answer both these questions in one go. The answer wasn't what I initially had in mind. Originally, I wanted to sing because of something specific that I experienced. A Stellaron fell onto my homeworld when I was young. Everything I knew was instantly destroyed. We didn't even get a chance to react to it. No matter what we did, it was too late. But for some reason, my mother chose to hum a song when she tried to comfort me and my brother. I remember that story. Everyone thought that's why you decided to sing. No, that experience only made me detest singing. I've believed for a long time that songs can't change anything when disasters strike. That music is the most useless thing in the world. I might be extraordinarily talented in singing, and I might feel super happy whenever I sang, but its futility had always made me depressed. Then what changed? I grew up, and I realized that my brother would sometimes hum the same tune as my mother did, and I thought maybe he missed her, but I was too embarrassed to point that out. I tried to comfort him instead. However, his answers to me made me realize what I should be singing for. Obviously, he didn't give me an answer directly, but it got me to think. Maybe some things don't need a reason or a meaning at all. Do what must be done, fool. It's for the sake of Penacony's future, but I won't let anyone get hurt. Ooh, did you just have a flashback? I'm even more excited. Let me check one last time. If you were to die, how would you want people to remember your ending? Like a bird, she lived her life graceful and composed. Now her beak parts slide with a sigh as soft as falling feathers. Like it? Drop the sanctimonious mask. Singing only needs one thing, and that's sincerity. Is this the part in the trailer where she, actually, I don't know. My brother, birds born with wings need no reason to soar into the sky. And those forced to fall back to earth don't need anyone's condescending sympathy. The sky and earth are each other's proof and aspiration. When a soaring bird looks down below, it discovers that even after falling, life still holds hope to continue. And when a bird looks up to the sky, it discovers that the possibility of soaring once again still exists in this world. Perhaps they'll never truly understand each other, but what people need isn't understanding. It's showing a little more compassion for the way others choose to live, and when necessary, extending a helping hand. Even if you become the only star and prevent everyone from soaring into the sky, they'll still be inspired by your radiance, flap their wings with all their might, regardless of whether they've been hurt in their fall. Thus, the Order's sweet dream will eventually fall. O triple-faced God, if I manage to step onto the path of harmony, then please extend your hand and shelter those who believe in you. She doesn't know that Stellarons are from Harmony. And if I am a bird destined to fall, doomed to never again sing, then while the sound of me hitting the ground may be my last note for the harmony, it will never be this world's swan song. In the name of the sweet dream, the Harmony Festival now begins. Hoomst. Brother, do you miss home? Oh. Even if I do, it's too late. But you're singing the song Mom used to sing. Because even if it's too late, we still have the choice to sing whatever we can. At the same time, the beginning of the story and also the final stage. Oh. Welcome to Horizon of Existence. This place is one of 1,000 manifestations belonging to the sleeping and shapeless, and it's also an exit out of the Niobe for the awake ones. Let's bid our final farewells here. Remember your name. I'll be waiting for you at the end. Flying requires no reason. If only people could have each... Oh, frick. I want everything this world has to offer, or perhaps I want to find one existence that can truly face me. I hope that I'll see her again after I die, and she'll know that I too am only human, and all humans will find happiness in the end. Here we go, the cutscene. Alright. Hope that everyone can always reunite with the family, enjoy home-cooked stew, and keep on laughing. One day, those who live will all come to understand how they need to think to create their own happiness. Many people embrace each other and offer the most sincere compliments to whoever they meet. Oh yeah, where was Argenti? He didn't show up with that group. Our hopes and dreams are in your hands now. Please guide them to witness every sunrise that is yet to come. You gonna say anything? Oh, okay. Hey, I've read the script. Why are you asking me? Allies against the finality, huh? Will we wake up? As long as you're not afraid to fall asleep, you'll definitely wake up. Pom-pom! I don't have chef's outfit. It's not time to leave your final words yet. We all believe in you. You need to believe in us too. The Trailblaze expedition won't end here. We'll wake up together. Why does life slumber? We don't know the answer yet, but we're about to awaken from this dream. Or perhaps such is the answer itself. Those things were? It's the people who first broke free from the sweet dream. The sleeping and shapeless caught a glimpse of their desires. It was because they held on to these desires that they could dream. It was because these desires were never fulfilled that they could wake up. So after a wish comes true, people would feel nihilistic? I think that's not entirely true. I wish people could find happiness, but I've been tainted by too much nihilism. Sometimes I can't help but think that the Niobe is a proud and terrifying dream. It's brought forth not by gain or loss, but by the severing of roads, or even the loss of desire itself. That kinda hurt. Ouch. My heart. Fulfilling a wish can certainly make people feel the joy of being alive, but if no new wishes ever surfaced again in people's hearts, and they'll gaze upon Niobe. That's what the Order Sweet Dream is all about. Frick, where is it? There is no prize to perfection, only an end to pursuit. That is a quote from Victor in Arcane Season 2. Spoilers, by the way, but it's been a while now. But that sounds oddly familiar to this. Yeah, it's like, you get your wish, you get what you're looking for, but if you don't end up for wishing anything more, it's like, yeah, you just stop. And they'll gaze upon the Niobe. Indeed, behind the shadow of the Niobe, there must exist the most blazing source of light in the world. Just as every life that edges closer to death firmly approaches the end of Niobe. We must pursue that primordial light. Before you go, would you tell me your wish? First, find what I love, then fight tooth and nail to keep it from being taken away. Even if I lose everything at the end, I'll continue to trailblaze without hesitation. I'm glad. The answer itself doesn't matter. What matters is that you've made a decision. Oh, she told us that before. What about your wish? Only a name remains, a person that I was, and now want to become. You want to destroy Ix, guide people away from Niobe. What about Firefly's wish? You're looking right at it. She is a hunter who treads upon the finality, destined to sacrifice her own wishes to defy destiny. But no matter which path you and she walk, death will always be the destined finality and the last reunion. Are you ready? She too was here not long ago. You can witness her resolve through this. Witness how that tiny spark of bug light... What? A bug light broke free from the pull of Niobe. Oh, not quite a cutscene yet. Her hairband or hair accessory thing. Who were you in the past? The scenery. Am I dead? Really dead? Death is one step away from here. Step over this place and you will truly embrace death. Or you can turn back. Tell me, who were you in the past? The Moth's Iron Cavalry. And who are you now? A Stellaron hunter. Then, who will you become in the future? A normal girl. Oh, okay. Just an ordinary girl. Well then, keep walking forward. Death would suit you better. Never. I fought tooth and nail to get where I am today, and this isn't over yet. Even if everything burns to ashes, I won't give up. You should know that's a wish that can never come true. You couldn't become an ordinary girl even in the last sweet dream. Why do you think that? Entangled in the family's conspiracy, facing the mimetic entity's blades head-on, while challenging the resurrected swarm disaster alone, armed only with the script that can peer into the future. That's more than enough cards stacked against you. Do you really think that the time you spent with Echo proved anything? For an ordinary girl, simply happiness wouldn't just be a matter of chance. Shouldn't just be a matter of chance. But who's to say all this isn't what an ordinary girl would do? What? Perhaps the Dream Master was right. All the past we left behind has already determined our future. All my experiences so far will still make me choose to step into danger when I face it in the future. But you misunderstood my answer. I guess it's my fault too, always talking about wanting a normal life, as if the past that shaped me is some heavy burden weighing me down. Being a Glamoth's Iron Cavalry and having entropy loss syndrome are more than just scars. They're a past that taught me to cherish, urged me to seek, and showed me how to love. All the things you listed are quite extraordinary indeed, but I believe any ordinary girl would make the same choice I did when faced with everything I've faced. In the darkest moments, ordinary people never need to feel small. After all, they always discover that they've already become something noble and bright. Indeed, I can't change the outcome or even the process. But I can decide how to view my destiny. This is just an even deeper form of self-deception compared to actually changing the outcome. Free will is mere self-deception for most people anyway, but as long as I'm not asking others to do the same, there's no shame in it for me. Everyone has their own answer to why life slumbers. Some will never find the answer. But no one can take away their chance to keep looking for the answer. I won't give up, nor will I blame those who do. All I need to do is return their right to make that choice, and return that right to myself as well. So, I will leave this place, together with you. Even if embracing my former strength means speeding towards my death. The name I gave myself is Firefly. I used to think it was similar to a firefly, just a fleeting glimmer of light. But later I realized no one would give themselves an unlucky name. Dang, Sam died. Just got Thanos snapped. Oh, it's playing the Embers of Glamoth music. After she found, like, resolve or something. Okay, one of the gripes I had, just this isn't related to the story really, but one of the gripes I had with that, and it's not even the animation itself, but it's that unless they released it recently or sometime after I looked, they never released an official OST for the first half of that cinematic, for the fight before the orbital strike came in. The only OST that was released and that people were making covers of was this song, this hopeful one after she gets up and then the tree sprouts. It was also because I thought fireflies were beautiful. Later, someone told me that my eyes don't actually work very well. Otherwise, I would have figured out those insects aren't beautiful at all. Beauty, love, all our feelings stem from the flaws we were born with, and that's what makes each of us unique. Yeah, I can't help but love these little things. Even though I'm sensitive to cold and can't stand the night wind, I still go stargazing. Even though baking cakes is really troublesome, I still keep trying because I love giving them to people who matter to me and seeing those people smile. I love going around looking for cute dresses, not to show off to others, but because it makes me feel good. So I won't mind any flaws anymore. I won't fear any new scars. I'll give it my all to find what I love, and I won't let destiny take them away. So... Moths don't fly to flames because they yearn for light. It's about going through the flames, igniting yourself, and burning with the most intense light. My destiny won't fall into darkness. I will. Nah, this is wrong. That's wrong. No. Light up everything around me. Oh. As long as the clock keeps ticking, death comes for us all eventually. Life has its time too. If my world always ends up being burned to ashes, then let it burn. As long as I can keep burning, then wherever I am will be flames, not ashes. Order. Dismember. Heh. Heh. Actually, I used to envy you. You wouldn't feel pain even though you were born to bring disaster. But you should be envious of me now. I'm unwilling to face death, nor do I want to keep fighting, but when faced with destiny... I will never run away. Oh.
夢の中はいつも焦土だった。花が咲いたことは一度だってない。それでも私は燃え続ける。灰となり生まれ変わるまで。
She pressed Q, she pressed Q! Wait, no, wait, wrong game. She pressed, whatever number she's in. It should be slot 1. If you're the Dream Master's answer, then listen to my reply in his stead. People hold on to hope, not because they have never faced inevitable death. It's precisely because we're destined to die that we hold on to the hope of wanting to change something. Hit it again, hit heavy again. Oh shoot. Juvenile Sting is in rapid evolution state. Select a character and there's some to fight against it. Wait, it just occurred to me. Wait. Does this Corrupted Sam... Oh, Harbinger of Death, Swim Nightmare. Does Corrupted Sam also have a spend skill point to attack mechanic? Because if not, if it does, I'm kind of screwed. None of my characters here, their skill attacks with skill points. The strongest cancer girl now versus the actual strongest cancer in history. Yeah, I guess I'm doing Casterus. Casterus enters Nemesis state and can deal crit damage while ignoring a rapid evolution effect. Okay, not exactly a fan of the music. Not my kind of music. Why Locha not Hyacine? What Hyacine? I haven't got her. I don't have Hyacine. Correct! I pulled for Evernight before I pulled for Hyacine. I didn't pull for Hyacine, I didn't pull for Tribi, I didn't pull for Cyrene. I missed a lot of the super meta supports. I didn't pull for Robin back in 2.x. So all my follow-up attack teams are just kind of missing, yeah. Smart? I mean, I don't know. Because they're still, even if Trivi isn't like best in slot anymore or whatever, she's still really strong. It could have saved me a lot of headache because I have missed 3-starring some of the rotations because because my teams are kind of lacking. But whatever. Most of the time I was still able to make it work. Continue defeating Juvenile Sting, the Force Harbinger of Death, Swim Night. Frick! Ragtag Swarm? Gene Duplication? What? Okay, when this boss gets added to Memory of Chaos or Apocalyptic Shadow, then I will learn its mechanics and maybe make a video guide on it. Oh, okay. Does this kill? Oh, scripted. That was awfully slow.
じゃない。
What's she doing?
運命を受け入れる
受け入れるのも犯行だとしたら、私は
What is she doing? I don't understand what she's doing.
死を受け入れる。
Oh, this is that where she gets the purple veins instead of the golden veins. Oh, that's a Stellaron? Oh, frick. Right. I forgot that the Chrysalis had the Stellaron. Oops. It's this scene where when you're talking to Akron at the conclusion of Penacony's main story in 2.2. Are we gonna see that hidden one where it shows her I guess like how she looked when she was still on Izumo before she turned out how she is now? And are these the same lines? I don't remember. To live is to imagine a future version of yourself, but fate is never fair. The choices people make are almost completely dictated by their past. No matter how much they try to move forward, there's no guarantee they'll see the future they've imagined. Bro, it's literally the same as Kakolia. Kakolia was so long ago, man. Did we ever actually see the Stellaron? I don't remember. I know she had a Stellaron. She had a Stellaron whispering to her. Like, tempting her and stuff. But I don't remember if we ever actually saw the Stellaron. It's the same for every path. The Niobe already exists, whether you want to admit it or not, and nothing can ever escape from Niobe. Most paths make people believe that this world is good, that as long as you're willing to believe, you would gain power because of your belief. But that does not apply to the Niobe. Niobe is absurd and vast, capturing those who are unwilling to blindly believe, yet are powerless to fight back. It has nothing to do with good, be it willing or blind. The way people obtain strength from faith should come from within, not from being forced to bow their heads. This will be a tough journey, Echo. Are you willing to return to the starting point once again? I will always believe in tomorrow. In this way, you'll reunite in the warmth of the sunlight. May death end her last dream. May death yet end her last dream. May you guide people back to the waking world. Okay, we don't see that other render. Oh, there's Anna. There's the moment from the trailer. And Jade. Okay. Hammer strike. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna bonk Anna. Boop. I still don't understand how. Boom. Okay. Oh wait. Oh. Okay. So Robin's she's spreading her wings because she's just kind of shocked. She's like, whoa. It's like a panic reaction or something. A reflex, panic reflex. Why the purple theme after getting the Stellaron though? Is the purple color supposed to specifically represent something? Wait, so it was Firefly who got us out. Oh, okay. So it was Firefly who woke us up instead of Acheron directly waking us up. Of course, Acheron still played the part, but I think... Oh, Mr. Sunday, it's time for you to wake up from your dream. The future Penacony won't belong to the Order, but will be determined by human will. In the original 2.x, it was that... it showed Acheron doing the slash, showed Boot Hill shooting the bullets into get the Galaxy Rangers, although, again, I still don't understand how that brings them in from outside of the dream when he's doing it inside the dream. That's okay. That's probably never going to be explained, or I'm just understanding things wrong, or something. Maybe I'm not supposed to think about that. Yeah, but in the original 2.2, yeah, Firefly was not the one who brought us out of the dream. So I guess she did here, and this is her second death. What was her second death in 2.x though? I don't remember. Are we gonna... The divine power of Enna, actually. Are we going to be able to hear her say witness the will of the weak? Because apparently in English voice, people are saying like, oh, that delivery was so good. So be it. It wasn't my intention anyway. Let us discern in human form the final conclusion. Did the gods create this world? Do the gods love all beings? O gods, you only need to hold your tongue here and silently hearken. All life shall grow as nature intended and reach its end. This mortal world should rest in mortal hands. All the work of creation has been completed. Paradise. Yeah, somehow this reminds me of Benevelza. Oh, we're doing this bit again. No more gods will ever stand here again. This paradise shall be forged by the king of humankind. Benevelza from Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. He's forging a path that's never been observed before. Oh? Yeah, it's basically phase 3. The order is ultimately flawed. By this decree, it shall be ended. The remembrance is fleeting and impermanent. By this decree, it shall be ended. Astral Express Synergy Currency Wars. I haven't done Astral Express. I haven't... Oh, no way. Raslina gave her life to protect the sweet dreams past. I haven't done an Astral Express run in Currency Wars. Mostly, I've been doing energy and debuff. Hunt brings only futile misery. By this decree, it shall be ended. But Tyranian's bullets still protect the sweet dreams present. The Niobe leaves no light unextinguished. By this decree, it shall be ended. But the will of the Watchmaker will never be worn away. Effect res, all of it. Hold on, what actually gives most toughness damage? Probably welts, right? Because it's all in one target, I don't know. The Trailblaze knows it attempts the impossible. By this decree, it shall be ended. Are you gonna list out? Even so, Mikhail still believed in tomorrow. Why don't you just list out all the paths, you know? Why don't you list out the beauty? Why don't you list out the permanence? Why don't you list out finality, the equilibrium, the voracious? Is that what the path is called? Frick. Veracity, that's what it was. I don't remember the Veracity's name. We got Huu for Equilibrium. We got Terminus from the Finality. We got Adrilla from Beauty. What others are? Which other ones are there? Are you gonna go to mention the destruction here? Hello? He complained to all Eon. Yeah, I know. I know he's just complaining about them. But it's like I'm wondering. It's like he's listing these ones. Like I'm just joking, man. I gained an enhancement from Walking Light or something. There we go. With this perfect melody I command, recreate paradise anew. Robin, is that you singing? Yep, this is something that happened in 2.2. Don't forget Akavili. He did mention the Trailblaze, so he said that what the Trailblaze like strive to do the impossible or something like that. Now it's time to become the new watchmaker. Oh, he didn't mention the preservation though. Not explicitly. Standing still never brings happiness. Come on, let's set the compass needle for the 12 hours. Only by blazing a trail forward can we set time in motion and give it meaning. Only after the sweet dream ends tomorrow will tomorrow come. People will keep moving forward, discovering countless new wonders. What the heck? To the moon? Tomorrow people will know that the world will still welcome countless marvels worth fighting for. What is this about? To the moon? This is presumably the moon shown on the title screen, but what is the significance here? Stagnant sweet dream can't imprison our desires. I have no idea. I don't know. That was actually so random. No. No. I don't wanna. Fine. Eastern elitist. To the stars. To the moon, to the stars. Okay. Frick, what achievement did I get? To the sun. The sun is a star. Didn't it say to the moon, to the stars?
いつの日か 夢から覚めるためだよ
Wasn't Robin the one who originally said that? Or am I remembering things wrong? I might be going schizo here. I don't actually remember who said that in 2.2.
兄様夢から覚める時よ
Penacony, Land of Dreams, the end. Okay, we're getting the credits roll. Honkai Star Rail. Lead actors. Echo. Starring Danhung as Danhung, question mark as March 7th, Himiko as Himiko, Joachim Nokin Vertinen, Walt Yang, Firefly as Firefly Sam, a regular girl, Roden Bozenmore as Akron, Black Swan as Black Swan, Kakavash as blah, 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 blah. Frick. Cameo Prince, Silverwolf, Topaz and Jade, Argenti, extras. Dahlia is an extra? Okay. What does Gallagher mean as Penacony? I don't... Like, what is his significance in Penacony? I mean, he's the creation of a history fictionologist. But I don't remember too much about the stuff of Gallagher, other than he was also a mimetic entity that presumably disappeared after Penacony's conclusion. Wake up, it's time for this dream to end. It's not over yet. What happened next? So, why did I forget? 13 years old, by the way. Okay. So, yeah, so... apparently, one of my friends told me that the 13 years old thing is actually supposed to represent death when he says he's 13. Because 13 is associated with death and, well... Shoot, is 13 4 is associated with death, at least in some Asian cultures. Is 13 associated with death? I can't remember. But, you know, he has the connection to something unto death, right? But yeah, Gallagher is a creation of a history fictionologist. He doesn't exist in reality the same way Misha. Misha is also sort of, mimetic entity that carries on the will of Mikhail, but Misha is not exactly Mikhail. Just like, and Gallagher is just, he's a creation of someone we have not actually met. So, I don't know. Well, next, why did I forget? Frick. Destiny won't let me give you the answer, and the true ending, it's too sad. I'd rather you forget about it. Did Firefly, like, actually die? It was supposed to be her second death, right? I won't stop here. I'll carry even sorrow with me. Well then, I must come clean about my final lie. I never showed you anyone's memories, not even my own. Oh, is she a history fictionologist now, too? Huh? All you've seen is a script I came across by chance. It recorded everything that had happened. And using its stimulation, you actually managed to enter the memories from your own perspective and remember everything anew. So she came across Elio's script, and then she just pit it with my memories, and then my brain just generated all this other stuff. What does that mean? It means you're different, unique. You've done something no one has ever done before. Yeah, I've contained a Stellaron in my body. Even though your memories were cremated to ashes, you're able to recall them once more, treasuring them once again in your heart. The Stellaron hunters say you're the one who can turn the wheels of time and give it meaning. That you are the one who can alter destiny and make whole what is incomplete. Come, I want to show you something. Elio is the cat! Confirmed! Like, actually. Explicitly confirmed? Lava lamp? A boy drank a lava lamp. This is what happened to his brain. Was it his brain? I don't know. I didn't watch that video. This is what I promised to give you, the truth about the finality. The cat is not Elio, but a strand of Terminus's divine corpus. It's not Elio, okay. Why do I hear chubby emu? No, you do not. I didn't get the title right. Shut up. I didn't watch the video either. The Stellaron hunters describe this scene to me, something I've never seen myself. When Terminus ascends to godhood once more, they will manifest their 1,000-armed divine form and proclaim. When Terminus ascends to godhood, when it ascends to godhood, once more? What am I supposed to make of that? Frick. Holy frick. So Terminus is not an Eon right now, but it... Oh, shoot. I can't remember if it was like something I read on the wiki or some theory that Terminus actually goes backwards in time. But it's like, the way Remembrance works is that Fuli hasn't actually been born yet. Like, one of the pure children of Nosrva will ascend to become Fuli at the end of time. Is Terminus, like, kind of in a similar situation? But it's weird how it says Terminus when Terminus ascends to godhood. That's implying that Terminus right now has not ascended to godhood. Like, Terminus is not an Eon right now. And ascends to godhood once more implies that in the past they were an Eon, but they are not at the moment. Unless it is like going backward 2 times, it's saying like in the future or something. I don't know. I'm confused. They will manifest their 1,000-armed divine form and proclaim, now I am become finality, destroyer of world. No. Now I am become finality, lifting the wheel of time, destroyer. Oh, actually is saying destroyer of worlds. I did not. I was reading from left to right, and I just said destroyer of worlds because that's just how the quote goes. I didn't even realize it was saying that. Now I am become finality, lifting the wheel of time, to destroyer of worlds. Okay. Then Terminus turned... when Terminus becomes an Eon, then it turns into a pack of black cats. Then Terminus turned into a pack of black cats, distributing every ounce of their divine power between those creatures. The cats shall depart from the end of the world, going against the river of time till the moment of the universe's birth. Okay, so that thing I read about, whether it was from the wiki, way prior to this, by the way, or some theory, sounds like it's correct. That Terminus only ascends at the end of time, and then goes backwards in time. You know, even if I'm terrible at it, and I don't, like I don't have the attention span or whatever to really analyze the stuff and come up and understand things very well, I do really appreciate that people, like, it's really cool to me that there are people out there that will actually pour through all this stuff and make these theories that are actually true, that are actually right. Because I feel like the vast amount of people would be at least somewhat confused and would not make these connections. But I mean, I am one of those people. I can't actually say the proportion of people who are like that. What you see is one of those cats. As for Elio, he is an even more special existence. Only the Stellaron hunters know his true identity. What's the cat doing here? What connection do I have with the cat? It will tell you the truth regarding the ending you haven't yet remembered, but you must be prepared. What really happened is that Firefly didn't meet with anyone between the fall of the Great Septimus. Firefly didn't meet with anyone between the fall of the Great Septimus and when she left Penacony, not even you. Wait, what? So after she gave us that final push, she just left without seeing anyone else. She knew how tragic her third death would be, so she only dared to watch you from afar and hid her on her lonesome when she was about to fade away. Wait, is Firefly, like, actually dead? Uh-oh, that's not good. But even sad memories are precious. If you can accept farewells with grace, then you'll gain the strength to create reunions. When you bid farewell to loved ones, you should cry while they can still hear you. That's the only way they'll know just how many people love them. I'll prove that they existed. Let's begin. I'll find everything that was lost. Okay, so if Firefly does actually die here, like, truly dies, I mean, like, okay, so Holyverse, I know from Honkai Impact that Himiko was actually permanently killed. And in general, it's rare for gacha games to permanently kill their playable characters, right? But it can be done for story-related reasons for great effect. But, like, from what I understand, Himiko was, like, a major character. She was, like, a central character to Honkai Impact. Firefly came in at 2.x and was around for most of Penacony, but then she's just absent for everything not related to Penacony. So it's like, even if she's really truly killed here, it doesn't have as much of an impact, I'd feel. I don't know. You know, I often wonder if everything I'm doing right now is just a whimsical gift from destiny, that I haven't really decided anything, but merely being tossed around at its mercy. But right now, I don't care, because my joy is real, my sorrow is real. And you'll be the same. Remember, if you have regrets that must be mended, then shout with all your might from the depths of your heart. Let it be passed to the end of time and make Terminus, who is about to set off, hear your call. The fact that you can see this black cat means Terminus is in the process of passing by you. The power of only one black cat cannot change much, but your past is Terminus's future. You know, that reminds me of a film that someone was watching on a plane flight that I was on. I was bored. It didn't have any movies I was interested in, but this person, it was I think it's a Japanese drama called I think it was called My Yesterday, Your Tomorrow. My Tomorrow, Your Yesterday. Yeah. It was kind of interesting, I guess. I mean, someone, main character is going forward in time as normal, and then other main character is going backwards in time. So if it remembers your voice and decides to change something in its own future, your past will change accordingly. Doesn't this kind of go into the grandfather paradox? Though, I don't know. My past will change, which will change my present and future again, which will change that thing again, which will go on and on and on or something. Unless it's like, whatever I change is like, whatever I do changes its own future. And then its decisions will be affected by that, and then that will change my past, but that past has already happened as like the change, if that makes sense. I don't think I explained it very well, but yeah. As in like what's happened. Whatever. What is it? Perhaps it is because the world is destined to shatter that an ordinary girl can obtain the bouquet she yearns for. As, what does this say? As say the might of Terminus, render the final dull whole. Go forth and deliver that bouquet with your own hands so that no one will be left with regrets. Oh, and I'm gone. I hope we'll meet again, Echo. The only one who could ever please me. Father, destruction is not just a single glorious moment, and the same applies to destiny and memories. Only by enkindling the winter wilderness with flames that cross the sky can we make the indestructible manifest once more. This is the experience from cultivators who had remade the world, and the wondrous creations from those who painted the world. Sitting among the embers, they drew the morning star, knowing best that only in times of extreme hunger do the stars begin to turn. Why? Oh, she's got red text now. Why does life slumber? You will eventually find your own answer. Hasn't Akron been the only one with red text? At least up until now. We got remembrance crystals or whatever. Now let's go reclaim everything that was forgotten. Life is a near miss with death. Bubble. Burnt. Yes, just like Mr. Adventuring back then. Niobe infected the dreamscape the moment you drew your blade. Thankfully, this is the world within the dreamscape. Constance took all the knot upon herself and burned it away completely. Perhaps she won't be able to fully recover for a long time. I'm very sorry. Don't be. She's got other pressing matters right now. That's why she asked me to meet you. She really wants to thank you. She's betrayed too many people, facing death threats from Avengers at every moment. She used to delight in dancing with death. But at the moment she burned away the Niobe, she said she was blooming. She said that for the first time she felt the joy of being alive. Come to think of it, people all believe that the dahlia's floriography means betrayal, but on the planet where it was first discovered, the local saw as a symbol of vitality and prosperity. Oh, okay. So, you still don't want me to join? Nope. That's Ellie's decision. You saw my future? In all possible futures where you join the Stellaron Hunters, you will ultimately choose betrayal. You shall become a Lord Ravager named Ephemera, poised to destroy the Remembrance. Oh. Oh. Okay. Is it supposed to be that only 7 Lord Ravagers can exist at once, or it just so happens to be that there's usually 7 Lord Ravagers at any given moment of time? Sol Nova is what? Harmony? Fighting the Harmony. Zephyro for the Niobe. Iron Tomb, the Erudition. I don't remember the other ones. Assad. Is that what's his name? I don't remember. The one with the dice for a head. Elation, I'd assume, just from the design. I can't remember otherwise. You shall become a Lord Ravager named Ephemera, poised to destroy the Remembrance, which doesn't even exist right now. Those are Ellie's exact words in your payment. Payment? After everything is over, we want you to burn some of Echo's memories. Oi! Oi! May I know why? She can't head to the next stop with these memories. It would draw the Destruction's attention to her too early, and she'd die there. Uh-oh. I can do that, but I'll give the memories back to her sooner or later, in my own way. Whether you try to stop me or not. No one will stop you, it's already written in the script. Will be a new beginning, and the 4 apocalypses will converge towards the destruction because of it, while the cosmos will join hands to overcome that annihilation. Wait. Okay. Now... This is talking about the setup to M4. Yeah, I had to remember. This is before M4 happened. She's saying she can't head to the next stop with these memories. So I had to forget what happened in Penacony before we headed off to Emphorius. And that's the thing. And then the 4 apocalypses will converge to the destruction because of it, while the cosmos will join hands to overcome that annihilation. This is talking about Emphorius. But wait, if this is taking place before Emphorius, she already gave us the memories back. I'm so confused. Huh? So, because it's like she burned her memories of the stuff that happened, of like while we were in like 2.0 to 2.2, and then sometime after 2.2, before 3.0, this happens. Like, we get our memories back, but that's still before we headed off to Emphorius, so we still have the knowledge of the stuff that would presumably draw Destruction's attention to me. I don't know. I'm confuzzled. Someone will have to explain it to me. I'll have to watch an explanation video. Thanks. Creating a brand new path. That's truly astonishing. You must have some ideas as a sister, right? If you really managed to do it, what kind of path would that be? I think it must have been a battle between different kinds of the Trailblaze. However, my brother came to the wrong conclusion. His original aspiration was similar to the Trailblaze, yet the road he walked was one named the Domination, or the Conquest. Even if someone wishes for everyone's happiness, that's still a selfish wish. Girl is calling fine and selfish. Selfish. Bruh. There'll always be those who don't want to be saved, who want to save themselves. Do you also think that there shouldn't be any god in this world? No, even a god who does nothing can at least give people something to believe in and find comfort in. But this world definitely no longer needs a king of humankind. That's why I believe my older brother will come to understand all of this one day as well. He made mistakes, but he will stop. I don't want him to spend the rest of his life in prison. I want him to also have a chance to save himself. No wonder you came looking for me. Yes, I want to make a deal with you, and after that we'll talk about what position Penacony will hold before the IPC. Alright. I'm getting pushed! Sweet. You arrogant gambler. I've already seen through your tricks. Oh, do tell me what you figured out. When sailing through storms, drunkards always beg for mercy from destiny. So they all died. Destiny loves to watch them crash onto the reefs. A fool deserves a fool's end. He's not the fool though, that's Sparkle. I feel like I need to read between the lines here, Professor. But you know I'm not that well read. You're not lucky at all. You chose to forever remain sober and never becoming a drunkard. Let's make an actual bet then. It's a perfect day for a few drinks. Once I'm actually drunk, you'll see how wrong you are. But I don't even care about the outcome. In this world, what could be more precious than possibilities? Who am I looking for now? But where's Firefly? I haven't seen her anywhere. Oh. Oh, we're back in this weird place again. Oh. I found you, Firefly. Eh? Echo? How do you know I was here? How are you feeling? I'm doing okay. Sorry, I wasn't trying to avoid you. But I have my own reasons. Can you just let me stay here by myself? No. I know this was your promise. I know this was a promise. How do you know about the promise? I never mentioned it. Destiny works in mysterious ways. Don't underestimate my intel network. I don't remember what promise. Frick. Maybe it's not just mysterious, but also gentle. I don't think I've mentioned it, but I wrote down everything I wanted to do in my journal before coming here. I'm staying here because I want to fulfill the last wish written on it. I've been quietly following you and watching you from afar for a while, but I still didn't want to disturb you. I hope your dreams begin with a smile and end with one too. That's your last wish? Box! Where do you want to go now? To see the fireworks, of course. I heard there's this huge airship in Penacony where you can get an absolutely photo-worthy view of the fireworks. Okay, that's her third death. So she's not actually dead? I don't know. She doesn't actually die? So, let's go watch the fireworks. Sparkle, your help, please. Oh, I've been teleported away from the box. I hear a trotter. So it really is the perfect spot. Echo, you've got great taste. You don't get it. I've got a quest marker. I have a knack for building beautiful things or something. Either way, thank you. Looks like it hasn't started it. Let's sit for a while. I wonder whether everyone feels speechless at times like this. Nervous? Can't think of what to say? Maybe it's neither. There's a saying that I always liked. When it comes to someone we want to meet, we always imagine the scene before it happens. Imagine the words we'll say that would make them smile. Slowly but surely, all the things you want to say would have already been said before we even met the person. And when we finally meet again, we realize they're even more beautiful than anything we could have imagined. Yet at that moment, we find ourselves at a loss for words to express just how amazing they really are. One of our story from the past. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. Ellie told me that it would lead to a terrible future. If I say even a few words more, you'll die at the next stop. All I can tell you is why our paths crossed again. Long ago, you promised me that if I could dream, then you would make it into a beautiful daydream. Am I still the person you once knew? I've forgotten everything. Indeed, what the girl once cherished deeply was her appearance that, if not lost, had changed. Yet her smile never faded, just like when she faced destiny. What matters isn't how they've changed, but that you still hold the same genuine feelings for them. I'm sorry. You okay? Entropy loss syndrome? Yeah, actually, I still haven't experienced one of the 3 deaths written in the script. So that's why you've been keeping to yourself? I only realized it after Enna's dream dissipated. I've made a mistake. Being sent to the Dreamflex Reef by death could hardly be called a death at all. That would have been way too easy. As for the true 3 deaths, the first one I've known its true form for a long time. I can't dream. After I woke up, I would never dream again. In other words, the me that exists in this dream would completely cease to exist. What? What? I don't understand this. Like, yeah, as a Glamoth Iron Cavalry, she can't dream, but that's what they did that whole thing to get that dreamscape bathtub thing for, to try and see if she could experience it this way. After I woke up, not after I wake up. After I woke up, I would never dream again. In other words, it's me that exists in this dream that would, the me that. What? The second time I was killed by the storm disaster, I activated my true power and I came back from death. But that power would inevitably lead me to the 3rd death. My symptoms would accelerate uncontrollably until I die of entropy loss. Didn't Elio say she would die 3 times in Penacony? Is she, like, actually gonna die now? The dreamscape had already started merging with reality when we arrived in Penacony. I thought I was dreaming, but I was actually also living in waking reality. It was causing my entropy loss syndrome to worsen. Right, because in reality, if she's not in the suit or in the health capsule thing, then entropy loss gets worse. But don't worry, I asked Silverwolf about it. She said things won't get that serious in real life. Let's not talk about this anymore. I just don't want to see you looking sad. This is our most beautiful daydream, and we should see it through with smiles on our faces. After all, we never know when we'll use up all the moments we have with someone across all space and time. Hey, Echo, could you close your eyes? If this is my only chance to dream, then I want you to see the best version of me. As we near the end, let me indulge in a bit of perfectionism. Just like what I used to do, let's close our eyes and imagine ourselves together. Because even if you can't see me, you'll still know that we've never been far apart. Don't you dare sneak away! I won't, I promise to stay as long as I can. Let me think, where should we start? Right, we should start where everything began, of course. Right at that golden hour when you came to save me. That being said, we could also pretend we're strangers who just happened to meet there. Me, I'm a student traveling to the golden hour, and it'd be nice if I had a bit more pocket money. Oh, and when I show up there, I should dress up a little fancier. And you're a student too. Well, you came here from a really, really distant planet, completely unfamiliar with surroundings. Then a bunch of mean-looking thugs jumped out trying to pick on you. When that happened, I'll step up to the plate. Yeah, let me be the one to save you this time. Why don't we team up and fight together? No worries, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. The result doesn't matter, and even the process isn't important. What matters is how we take part in this journey and how we choose to view it. So, Echo, grant me one more wish. Remember how I held you and flew into the sky when we fought against Enna's dream? Back then, I wasn't sure if I would ever wake up again, but I was happy. We were standing shoulder to shoulder once more, fighting against things we believed were wrong, and we'd do anything for each other. Still, I have a tiny selfish wish. I know you won't forget this moment, but when you look back at it, I want it to feel lighter. Maybe there were no enemies at all. It was all just a prank, and when I carried you up to the heavens, what we saw there wasn't the terrifying swarm, but rather the fireworks that I never got to see. Wasn't that the 3rd death originally in 2.2? Or not 2.2. It was like the thing with the fireworks. Like, that's from after Sparkle set off the Sparkle Doll bombs or whatever. You've already seen it, you dummy. I don't know. Oh, Firefly, I'm gonna open my eyes. She's gone. Nope, or she's dying. Firefly. Wait, she is actually dying. Her pupils are gone. Echo. Elio said we're destined to head to different finalities, that we can't have a future. That's why you told me that you'll give me a daydream more beautiful than any ending could ever be. I'm looking forward to it, but can we really not step over that ending together? Which song is this? Is that Firefly's team? Or frick, I can't remember which song that was. I'm not scared of death, but please don't let me die alone. They say you're destined to bring about the finality. But I believe you'll be there. You definitely will. Wait, but if this is a dream, how is she dying? Well, she's got red text now too. Only you can know it, and only you can decide. This cosmos certainly doesn't exist solely for you, nor does it flow only under your gaze, but it's forever waiting for you to save it. Those afflicted with entropy loss syndrome will experience an irreversible chronic dissolution of their physical form, gradually fading away. You can still run, jump, and talk with others. Everything seems normal, except you're always just a little slower than everyone else. Until the outlines of yourself and the entire world blur into obscurity, you can no longer distinguish reality from dreams, for both have become equally fractured. She's nearing the end stage of entropy loss. Her mind already splintered first. But still, wait, what? Okay, so I thought people with entropy loss, or at least Iron Cavalry, which is presumably like everyone with Iron Cavalry has entropy loss, but it's like I thought it's supposed to be that they literally physiologically cannot dream except through this dream flow thing that supposedly. But then so why is it saying you can no longer distinguish reality from dreams if they cannot dream in the first place? And it's also, if they are actually able to dream because of the dreamscape Penacony tech, why is she losing her physical form like in the dream? Why is her dream form getting affected? And as she gradually forgot everything, the story of you was last to fade. Even so, I'll still be the last thing you forget. The dissolution is not yet over, and in this very instant, her mind holds only one name and one wish. Echo, fireworks. No. While she still might be able to see it, let her hand fulfill her wish. Sparkle! The result doesn't matter, and even the process isn't important. What matters is how we take part in this journey and how we choose to view it. I'll do everything I promised you. Sparkle, help! However, Firefly's eyes never move again. Every spark of life in her eyes has already gone. Am I still one step too late? She's just standing there. It is too late. You would rather remember her in the way she wished, and in your mind the ending would be a happy one. But when she looks back on this day, she'll always discover one regret that can never be mended. Why? The crowd buzzes with excitement and the fireworks are about to light up the sky. But Firefly can't see it anymore. And a song comes on the wind. Will she be clear because she is gone forever? The bouquet you gave me, can the sound of its petals fall and keep me awake always? I wish my vocal range was a little bit bigger. No, it's not beyond saving. I can change the course of destiny and make up for what's missing. If the world has set an endpoint for our destiny, then at the very least it owes Firefly the bouquet she wanted. The voice at your ear blurs, then fades into silence. You recall the fireworks in your memory, where Firefly caught you as you fell from the sky and carried you up into the heavens. At that moment, the words she spoke left a perfect footnote for the story, one belonging to her and to everyone under the night sky. And you know that this footnote no longer exists. Da-dun. The power of finality is turning back time, and the girl's final regret is within sight. A beautiful daydream. The moment to fulfill that promise has come. You will, you must make it a reality. Oh.
この夢の地では全てが許され全てが可能になる。私たちはそれぞれの目的を持ってここに来て思わぬ方法でそれを実現した。その結末が甘美であれ幻であれ苦い現実的なものであれそれは私たちが望んだ答え。人はなぜ眠ることを選ぶのか。私はね君の言う通り。
And she's gone. But this is still within the dream, isn't it? It's supposed to be within the dream, isn't it? Turning back time. Hey Silverwolf, what you doing here?
何かして遊ぶ？そうだった。コマにさ、こんなに広い車両があるのに。そうだ。
Yeah, this is just a regular train interaction. Okay, what is the conclusion? I don't know! I'm so confused. Is she like actually dead? And it's, again, dying in the dream isn't supposed to mean dying in reality. Like, I'm sorry, I don't understand it. Let's see what this thing is first, I guess. A photo taken at an unknown time, but the reality of its touch is undeniable. In the past, this scene truly came to pass, leaving behind proof of its transpiration. Though few are aware, a young girl will smile when she recalls a beautiful dream she once had. The dreamer is also the dream maker. The dream maker is also the dreamer. Only by offering up one's past can the most beautiful dreams be woven. People will not lose themselves with them, unwilling to awaken. In their beautiful dreams, they will regain the courage to face the future, and then walk toward tomorrow. You're right there, girl. She's awake. Is she okay? Firefly? That was her first question too. Asking if you were okay. She's fine for now. She was like this when Kafka brought her back. She always ends up fainting. Can't even operate her mech. Okay, so she's not dead. It's a real pain, but the treatment's doing good, don't worry. Can I talk to her? When might we be able to meet again? Wait till she can get control over her mech first. Recovery will take some time. Alright. Dream's curtain call. Okay. Alright. I am confused. Like, okay, so she didn't actually die. Sure, that's good and all. If she did really die, though, for me personally, I don't think she was like, I don't think this, like, story had built up enough, what, rapport with her, I guess, to really make a permanent death have a huge impact, at least for me. But like all this stuff about memories and memories being altered and the past and future, it's like, I'm sure some people get it. But those, like, it just gets really confusing for me. I feel like, so this patch is obviously overall meant to be more lore. There wasn't a lot that happened. It's wasn't as enjoyable for me. Like, I still in game enjoy the stuff as a whole, but for me, I feel like this would be one of the weaker patches. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, it's more lore, less actual stuff happening, I guess. If you were to put me in that categories of players who prefer hype moments and stuff like over story, I can't exactly deny that, even though I try to enjoy the story. I try to analyze it too, at least a little bit, but overall I'm just confused about what happened. Like I said, when it comes to time travel or anything revolving memories getting altered or deleted or whatever, that stuff gets really confusing for me. And I guess this is supposed to be more a conclusion for now. A conclusion to Firefly's story. But it just felt out of nowhere. Like, we literally just came through the whole Emphoria saga. And then all of a sudden, we go back to Penacony. And then it's like, oh, your memories are not actually correct. What you remember happening, it happened this other way instead. So we get a conclusion on Firefly's arc for now. But it just, going back to Penacony like this just felt so weird. Like, there was no prompt to go to Penacony. This is also the last patch between 4.x, so I would have expected it to be more of a, like, an epilogue to Emphorius, to somehow to segue into Benzai Tengoku Plain Arcadia, whatever you want to call it. But it doesn't, as far as I can tell. Penacony was all about harmony and order, and there's some remembrance, and then with this part, okay, it gets involved with the finality. We get some lore on finality. And of course, finality is, like, overall an important to the whole setting, the whole Honkai Star Rail universe. The way Remembrance also actually is, but it just doesn't seem like there isn't enough of a relation to make it like the last patch of 3.x, which is focusing on Emphorius, when 4.x is going to be the Elation. So which one better? I mean, again, like, I remember enjoying 2.0 to 2.2 a lot. I don't remember why. After 2.2, it was kind of weaker. I enjoyed Emphorius a lot. Like, I'm not going to make a statement on which one's better, okay? I'm going to say that overall, I enjoyed Emphorius more. But that's probably for a that could probably be for a variety of reasons. Like Amphorius, the whole 3.0 to 3.7 was main story building up to the final big bad. We got to explore all the characters quite well. Well, for the most part, I guess. I think the thing with Ceredra and Hysolins was a little weird. But we got more time with the characters. We got to understand them more. We got to understand the world more. So that's probably why. And like, we just overall spent more time with them in a more connected way than we did in Penacony. Because Penacony's main time in a connected way, in the way I just put it, is 2.0 to 2.2. Everything after that was a little more disconnected because it's all more there's less of a main goal. So I will say I enjoyed Amphorius more. At least I would, it could be recency bias just because I remember Amphorius more. I do remember enjoying Penacony's main story, but I'm pretty sure I enjoy Amphorius more. And I'm just confused about the direction of 3.8. So it doesn't seem to be leading into 4.x like at all, unless 4.x also has ties into finality as well. Maybe something about how Sunday with Enna was making dreams overlap reality. Maybe that's something that kind of ties into how Benzai Tengoku was able to like use IPC tech to make like a picture world into reality. Maybe there's a little bit of connection there. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see, and have to wait 2 more weeks than usual. But yeah, overall, I'm more confused, if anything, about the lore and the direction. Is what it is. It's like, it's not gonna make me quit the game. So yeah, it's been 3.5 hours. So yeah, this whole patch took about 6 hours as usual. My eyes are not straining as much as yesterday, thankfully, so I could finish this up. But yeah, that will be it for this stream. I gotta finish Wuthering Waves 2.8 so I can grind out the event to get my 1000 Ashtrites and some of the limited stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to, because I've really been putting Wuthering Waves story off. I caught up in like 3 patches worth of story, trying to make it 4 patches with 2.8. I caught up with like 3 patches of story within, or like I did it all within the past 2 weeks, because yeah, I've been putting it off. But yeah, that'll be it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you Zenless Zero for dropping in and you know, staying throughout. Thank you Wise for dropping in. Anyone else who dropped in and lurked, you know, thanks for lurking. If you're watching the VOD, thanks for watching the VOD. And if you dropped by and then left, probably won't hear us say this, but thanks for dropping by. If you enjoy this and or my other content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, consider dropping a follow. Next stream, when will next stream be? Normally, as usual, it's the Sunday, Monday after story patch drops for the Hoyoverse games. Like either Honkai Star Rail, Xenoblade Zero, or Genshin Impact. I think Xenoblade Zero gets an update next week, so I'll be able, if I don't have anything else that prevents me from doing so, I will stream the Sunday after that. But since Thursday is Christmas, I am considering doing a stream then for either Smash Bros or Tetrio. If I do, it's probably going to be Smash Bros, just even though I do intend to stream Tetrio at some point, but no, I haven't done Tetra League in a while because I've been trying to grind out and train or something, but yeah. So next stream, likely in 2 weeks, possibly on Thursday for different for just different game. Anything else? Yep. So like I mentioned yesterday, I've got my Pure Fiction 3.7 clear recorded. I need to edit that, especially since it rotates out in less than 2 weeks now. And I guess because I did it so late, it's not going to get as many views, but whatever. I made half a high scene, okay. 3/5 of a high scene teamwork. Whatever. Not high scene, casters. And because I was able to get 40k with her, the second team can just be kind of whatever, as long as it's not like anti-synergistic. As long as it has synergies, even if the units themselves aren't like top of the meta anymore. It only needs 20k, so yeah. Anything else? I think that is about it. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.